What do you want me to share? You're the one that's hosting, right? Well, I'm.
Oh, go. You wanted me to play the video?
Yeah, I'm on the stream right now anyway.
All right, here we go. This is our. So this isn't a live reaction exactly. We have watched this once, but I think this will just point out some key pieces here and have it roll through there in that kind of way. Oh, you actually just went full live. All right.
Yeah, there's no waiting screen. There's no point. Just gonna react to it. Hold on, let me get
That's
a Kawa Cafe in here.
I think this should have been changed to a final message, but you know.
A final message, yeah.
I mean, after this, like.
First? Hello.
You really just get a first comment?
Yeah,
Holy
I just
shit.
got a first comment, thank you.
God damn, take me back to 2008 YouTube, my guy. Welcome to the stream, though.
2008.
Sorry, I'm calling this like it's my stream. I apologize.
That's all right. No, this is some of the things that we'll say on here is not. I don't know. Like this is I've already reacted like enough to this, but this is just one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen come out of this ever in my life. Like, oh my god.
So yeah, so this is like I'll say this again for anyone who joins in a little bit late inside of here and all that kind of stuff. We're both big VTuber fans. Giz, our lost person hosting this right now, is a much bigger Nijisanji fan than I am. Both of us are VTubers ourselves on the indies. Although small time, we are who we are. We have watched this once already, and there were some key takeaway pieces inside of here that we figured we might as well go back through it again, and would probably be good to elaborate a little bit on what we know from our own personal experiences. I work in a very large corporation. I deal with lawsuits and different stuff like that all the time. And he has much more inside information when it comes to the Niji stuff than I do. So let's go back through this again because I want to make sure I didn't miss anything or like misattribute something.
Hang on, guys. Can you actually hear that? Let me make sure that you can
Awesome.
hear it. If anyone will tell me that, then that'd be great. But I don't think they can. Thank you for the follow.
I can hear your.
You can hear me. I understand that much.
No. I unmuted your stream for a second because I have it pulled up as well, and I just heard the follow sound.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think your alerts are broken.
And there's an easy way for me to do this.
I can just play one for you.
No, my audio is broken. Give me 1 second, guys. I can tell that it's not working.
Yeah, take your time. No rush.
My bad. It's awful. This is like very quickly put together. Because honestly, I felt like that. Us talking about it in this manner just like revealed like a lot of weird things that happened in this weird company. That like I used to look up to Nijisanji so much, dude, and now I just can't. Yeah, this isn't. Why is the audio just suddenly not working?
So no. So like if you're talking about on her video, like the actual audio of her talking doesn't start
Oh,
until
it's
like
muted.
15
I'm
seconds
so
in.
stupid.
You also do have it muted, yeah.
I would like to first apologize.
Okay, it's working. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. I hear it now.
Oh, you're good. You're good. All right, ready?
Yes.
All right.
This is Alira Pandora. Hi. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us today. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us today. Also present here with me, Vox and Ike like to take some time present here with me to address the events surrounding Zelentowski's contract termination. To address the events surrounding Zelentowski's contract termination.
Hi everyone.
We have discussed with Any Color staff and our legal team about what we are able to say. However, due to how sensitive the situation is, please do keep in mind that there are limits to what we're able to share. Both we, the livers, and the company have been affected deeply and are taking the situation very seriously. Everything that will be discussed has been approved by our lawyers or is based solely on our personal experiences. Before anything is discussed, there is something very important that we, Nijisanji En, feels need to be made very clear. All of us do not condone harassment of any kind to any of the parties involved. After discussion with the members of Nijisanji En as a collective, I volunteered for my channel to be used for this stream. Additionally, we've been told that there will also be a video releasing regarding the situation from Tazumi-san directly a few hours following this stream.
Okay, so first and foremost, I don't know if I believe I volunteered for my channel to be used for this, but if you did, I'm sorry you made a dumb decision. Like there's no way that this looks like a good PR campaign for you in any way, shape, or form. And if it's something that you're willing to take the PR hit to say, I needed to get this stuff off my chest, all right, I guess. But like you're going to be losing a lot of respect amongst a lot of people over this in general. And I know you have Shiz, you have the actual stream pulled up that this was being played on, right?
Yeah, I have the actual stream that was being played.
What's the chat look like?
The chat looks really bad.
Like bots? Is it bots
I already
or is it
see
actual people talking?
I see three things that just say scripted, fake, chat GPT.
Chat GPT.
Yeah, that was one of the good ones. Oh goodness.
Fucking hell. Okay. I'm gonna continue. Like yeah, that's one of the big things inside of it that I'll kind of start with is just like
Be respectful. Okay. I cannot
look,
just fathom like
I will be respectful as much as I possibly can be in this kind of regard, but you're also making some very dumb decisions by making these statements that again I don't fully believe that these statements are
made
their
by the
own.
livers themselves.
I don't believe that these were statements from the livers themselves. I think this is partial of the livers like concerns, but it's also being phrased in a way that they're reading off of a teleprompter. Alira's statement, especially the way that she's speaking inside of here, makes me think that she's reading off of a teleprompter personally, but I can't, again, that's not able to be confirmed, so I won't give a 100% on that. That's just how I feel on it personally.
Yeah. It just feels like the statement is made like very much so in a script type manner because of the way that it's being read. And
it's very PR.
I have been in situations where where I've read off a teleprompter, and you could tell when people are reading off of teleprompters. It's very obvious because you're not giving enough emphasis into what you're reading, if that makes
Especially if you're
sense.
not good at it.
Yeah.
But what we say on this stream is our own words and our own feelings.
I don't believe that.
I don't either.
I would like to first apologize if my silence on the matter has caused any worry. Over the past month, staff received documents from Solen's lawyer containing examples of her claimed experiences under Any Color. These documents in question included personal information of some livers, and when it was sent to us, we learned that there was a potential that this information could be made public.
Of course it is.
Some of the information poses a risk to our personal safety and puts some of us at risk of doxing.
Okay.
Of course it is.
First off, no shit. Like that's how legal documents work. If it goes to an actual legal case, the documents are available and printed online. That is how legal court cases in America work. unless it's something that's held in high confidentiality, but that's not going to happen unless it's like an act of the United States government versus whatever might end up being the case. So that's just normal, and that's probably what Selene Doki. I don't know what you want me to call her. We're just going to call her Selene for right now, considering that's the plaintiff as it stands currently.
The thing is, what I will say though here is that this is not a thing that is this is not a case that is residing in United States. It's not. Just so you know. This is probably a case that's going to be taken with the Canadian government into account, which I don't know.
It would be Canada and Japan.
Yeah.
And in which case, whether it's handled in Canada or Japan, it's still going to be made public and available through online resources. I don't know if Canada handles their court cases the same way that we do. I just don't know that. I won't claim to know that in any way, shape, or form. It wouldn't shock me if they handle it in the same way, but I just don't know. That being said, the concept of like, oh, this opens us up and makes us susceptible for doxing, you're already susceptible for doxing. You're using the internet. That's how the internet works right now. People know what your real name is. All they have to know is your real name to be able to get your location and information. It's not hard. It's really not that difficult.
Not that I'm saying that you should go out and look for this information
never.
yourself.
And in no way, shape, or form do any of us condone doxing in any way, shape, or form. It is a fucked up practice. It's not something that should be done by anyone or to anyone for that kind of regard, unless they've committed some sort of fucking crazy, heinous act, in which case you need to call the police on them. But like, in a situation such as this of just like, oh, let's dox their information to the internet because lol. No, fuck you. Go back to 2002. You don't want it here anymore.
They're not doxing the information on their own accord maliciously. It is part of a court case. This is a different story entirely. So
correct. It's a legal situation, and it needs to be handled in a legal manner. It does not need to be handled. And I think that's one of the biggest takeaways inside of here that both of us had on this video in general is this is a nothing. This is a nothing video because all of this doesn't matter. It just needs to be handled legally. And I think we'll touch farther into that as well when it comes to the later on portions of the video.
Yeah, because the later on portions are even more egregious than the first part of it.
They really are.
Notably, one section of this document alludes to where Millie, Anna, and I live. However, there are also harmful claims Selene made in the document about some livers' personal information that we believe are simply untrue. I felt threatened and scared of speaking out about the situation because of the risk that it could pose to not just my own safety, but the safety of those around me as well.
And you know what? That's relatively fair. Like, I don't believe that she in and of herself is a person who is fully understanding the entire matters of a legal case and a court case and the court documents and the information that was being provided over to her about this. She is, I guess, in this situation. She does not confirm this inside of here, but Vox confirms inside of here that a portion of something he has said and or done is being brought up in this legal case. And if that happens to be the case inside of here for Alira and for Ike and whoever else maybe end up listed inside of this thing that doesn't want to speak out, who knows? We won't know until it's at that point in time. But if that happens to be the case inside of here, speaking out like this is not going to help you at all. I understand that you're worried about being doxxed inside of there, but you really need to just understand that doxing is going to happen.
Well, I mean,
it doesn't take a court case to have that happen. You know,
this is the sad part of the reality of a court case. Like, you can't just cry at like I'm being doxxed, but it's also a different matter entirely of what is like being presented as this. This is a legal document. This isn't malicious behavior. Two different things.
Exactly.
Right?
And now, like, again, I understand not wanting to speak out about it, and yet you still are, which I find very strange. Like, if you didn't want to speak out about this, you didn't have to speak out about it. You could have continued on and not even drawn attention to the situation. but you put yourself out here to do this. Or I think, A, there's your first mistake, because now you lose credibility. And like, I don't want to put all of that on her, but at the same time, she's stating that she volunteered her channel to be the one to talk about this and to come out and say this.
Yeah, how much of that is true? You don't really.
Who knows? We have no idea. So we have to go based on her words.
Yeah.
As far as I know, this is a fucking AI speaking.
It's just
What?
super hard. Like, yeah, because you really haven't heard Alira talk much, nor talk in her
Yeah.
like real voice either.
I have very rarely tuned into Alira streams in the first place, so I know what she generally sounds like when she is streaming. I have never heard her outside of her stream or outside of the character that she portrays as Alira, so it's very hard to like come to a understanding that this is not an AI with the way that this sounds. I've I mean, I don't work in this kind of AI, but my job specifically deals with AI in medical. I don't know a lot of the AI when it comes to vocal technology or anything along those lines, apart from what I have on my channel. But like the certain way that certain words are formulated inside of here, and this could just be a grief process. Like I know she's not speaking as if she's happy and bubbly, and this is a shitty situation and a terrible situation, and something she's just having to deal with, and it sucks. I feel bad for her to an extent, but again, at the same time, you're saying you volunteered this. This is a bad move. Just to put it simply, it's a bad move.
Yeah, it is a pretty bad move. That it's just like the thought process behind this is like how much is this is true? Like how much of this is true to an extent? Like are
Well, I mean, and here's the thing: it doesn't matter if it is or not.
well, what I'm saying is like
Okay,
if she
we'll
volunteered
touch
it,
more on that.
is that true?
Yeah, well, true. That's fair. That's fair. We don't know if that one is actually true. We can just take her at her word for that.
It's just weird. Like no one right now at this point. I don't think anyone wants to take anything from Nijisanji or their livers as true face value.
Yeah, I would agree, and I can't blame them for that. But let's continue.
I'm very sad that this is how everything had to turn out, and I deeply apologize to all the fans who have been affected through this time. When Selene had posted the tweet about her cover being privated, several EN members reached out to Selene, and we expressed our concerns. We were genuinely concerned, and we wanted to understand the situation, as we were all in the dark about it. Once she notified all of us regarding her hospitalization, we immediately reached out to her, each other, and her manager to confirm her safety. Her manager also immediately reached out to her and her emergency contact and kept us updated throughout the entire situation as well. It's been a very tough time for a lot of us, and I'm honestly not sure what else to say, but thank you again for everything, for waiting, and thank you.
Okay. So that I think this was the end of Alira's statement. In which case,
Voxakuma is next.
Yeah, we're going to touch on that one. I'm going to be I'll give you guys a heads up. I'm probably going to be pausing a lot during Vox's statement because he kind of pissed me off.
Time to short sell any color stock, LMAO? Yeah, true.
Let's do this. Get that quick flip, Akawa. Alira doesn't really say anything inside of here other than and I think this actually plays to her credit inside of here. I will give her a little bit of credit inside of this. Her statement really doesn't say much besides I am apparently being brought into this legal case. I'm scared because I don't want my private information to be revealed. And I don't know anything else what is going on. I'm sorry I've been quiet about this. I don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, that's what I felt from that.
That's entirely fair.
Yeah.
That is entirely fair. And if that was the ending of this video, I don't think I would have any problem with this. It's literally saying, I'm apparently being roped into a legal case. I don't want to be doxxed. I'm working with the lawyers to figure out exactly what I need to do for this, and I'm scared.
Yeah.
Which is pretty understandable. You've probably never been sued before. You've probably never gone through any kind of legal handlings in any way, shape, or form. That entirely makes sense.
Her statement, though, the problem I have with it too is like, yeah, sure, this can happen to you, but unfortunately, like,
It's time to grow up and realize this is a normal thing.
yeah, these documents are they have like that's part of the legal system.
Yeah, there's no getting around the way that the legal system works. Whether it be Canada, Japan, America, South America, whatever might be the case, your information is going to be put out there for you. It's not happy. She has to put her information out there for the whole thing too. It's not like it's a one-sided affair.
No, that's she. I mean, they already confirmed that she did anyway.
Yeah, 100%. Like they've confirmed in this statement that these legal documents have been sent over from Selen's lawyer, confirming that all that information from Selen's side has been confirmed to be inside of these documents. So apparently, it's one of those situations of, look, I went down like this, and like it's burning the bridge. You walked across the bridge, or technically, she got thrown across the bridge, and she burnt it along her path. Like she's taking the bridge out as she goes. I can't blame her for doing that, especially when you were wronged by the company in this, right? And she's using these people as examples of what went wrong inside of the company and why she feels the way that she does. I don't blame her for that at all.
No, I don't either.
Anyway,
It's just weird that it would be weird for me to find fault in what Selena is saying or what she has said, and for you to discredit it in a way that like she did not say that she did what she did, like as an attempt. You know what I mean? It's just like very. I don't. It's like, of course she's gonna name the people that did this in her document because she feels mentally unstable.
I wouldn't even go as far as the mentally unstable like thing inside of there. Like, granted, that might end up being the case. The big thing inside of here though is we don't even know what some of these claims are.
Well, yeah, that's true. Probably should just
Like
like
Vox
that's my
gives a
bad.
little bit of an idea in giving some key examples of some of the things that are being stated inside of there, but those key examples are able to be disproven, which is one of the biggest things to this is that, like, oh, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Like some of this stuff is just able to be disproven entirely, which is just a situation that it makes him look even worse. But we'll go on to
Yeah.
Vox's statement here.
Let's go
And
on.
again, I apologize, everyone. There's going to be a bit of pausing in between this because his statement has a lot of it's Swiss cheese.
Plus, like, let me just say this: this is all raw. Like what I'm saying right now is pretty much raw at the moment too. And
Absolutely.
even though we've watched this, like we're just re-emphasizing on what our thoughts are too as well. So just want to make this point
Yeah.
out there. Because the things that I say, just these are things from someone who is not. I'm not affiliated with Nijisanji at all. I'm not affiliated with any company at all, and I just have my own opinion. Take it as you will.
Yeah, this is complete third party, unbiased. Like I have no bias. If there was information inside of here that made me feel the opposite direction, I would feel the opposite direction right now. I'm a person who also believes that new information coming out can sway your direction and feeling. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Opinions are not facts. Everyone is entitled to opinions on certain things. You base your opinion on the facts that are being given to you.
And what is given to
And
us
if
right now is pretty bad for the company
yeah,
involved.
everything that's being given so far inside of here does not represent Nijisanji well. Plain and simple. Let alone their livers. They're basically using their livers as a human shield in this situation, and it's the worst thing that any of them could have agreed to do. Firstly, and secondly, the worst thing for Niji to do in this situation. It's just going to make them look worse. And I said this to Shiz when we finished watching this in the first place, is there's two outcomes, technically three outcomes that come from this situation. Number one, This video gets brought up at some point in the lawsuit, and it leads to something happening quickly with a settlement, which I could absolutely see that being the case inside of there. Number two, the settlement, if it goes to a settlement inside of there, then it just falters. It stops and it sits where it's at. And number three, it doesn't go to a settlement, and this whole thing gets drawn out inside of here, and it just looks bad on literally everyone. No matter what inside of here, Nijisanji does not come out of this unscathed. It's a matter of how do I say this? Does the company go unscathed in viewership, or does it go unscathed in the lawsuit?
Yeah.
Or the third option of neither. If it goes unscathed in viewership, then this video is not going to be helping them that much, but it's something that they're trying to put out damage control to say, hey, the livers have spoken out about this. We're not going to condone any more talk about this situation amongst the livers and amongst the chat in the livers and stuff like that. You'll be banned if that happens. These are our statements on it, and it's over. If they don't do that with this, which I think that's the direction they're trying to go here, if they go in that direction, then it basically all just gets handled in a settlement at court, or without even going to court, probably. So none of the information gets leaked out inside of here of addresses and real names and so on and so forth.
Yes. I think that's like the
And if that
best
happens
case
to be the
scenario.
case, they lose in the lawsuit, but they're even, if not slightly okay, in viewership. The problem, though, is that you have your livers doing this. Their viewership is going to tank off of this no matter what.
Yeah, because now that they've done this, these three people have put themselves forward to be the centerpiece of what's going on Twitter, what's going on the YouTube comments, what's going on in any other social space where this is being talked about. These three people are going to be talked about for a while now.
Yeah, they have a
That
bounty
sucks.
on them right now. Well, I shouldn't say a bounty. They have a bullseye on.
Well, yeah, not a bounty, but a bullseye, I would say.
Yeah. Anyway, let's start up the
I've already seen it
terrible
on the board
section.
anyway. There are people talking about a certain liver right now.
I'm not shocked.
Thanks, Alira.
No,
You're
no
right.
worries.
Yeah, it has been a really tough time, and it's had an effect. I've noticed it's had an effect on everyone. It's had an effect on me too. So I'm joining this stream to talk about my experiences with Solen, to lend some of what I know to help you all understand the context of this a little bit better. I know that a lot of you watching are going to have your own views and opinions on the situation.
Oh,
And
you bet your ass.
all I would like to ask is that you can take the information that I'm going to present at face value if you can.
This is one of the best statements I think he makes in this entire thing, is to take everything at face value. Because he knows this is a he said, she said situation.
Yeah, it is.
And the problem, though, is that there's context behind the face value bullshit that he purposely leaves out at this point. And again, we'll touch on that as it comes up. I apologize. This is the main crux of all of this, and this is the big damning situation, in my opinion, was letting this man talk.
Yeah, this is the one that's where it's going to get paused and played over and over again, just to give you guys forewarning, because this is like, this person's statements just like, it is like, why?
Swiss cheese.
Just go on.
So, this recent situation began when Selene claimed on Twitter that her most recent song cover had been made private by staff.
Because
and
it
she
was.
gave no context or reasoning as to why. In actuality, she had been asked to send the content.
Okay. So, damning situation number one that has to kind of be brought up inside of here is the dates that they put on all of these, which is fine. I appreciate them having dates on here. Selene did cut this really fucking close to when she wanted it to be released. She wanted it released on Christmas. She sent it to them, and this is in JP time, on the 8:30 in the morning on the 24th, Christmas Eve. Which, like, hey, that's not a great thing to do. But that being said, we've gotten confirmation from Lily Pichu at this point through a tweet that shows and states that the copyright claim that Nijisanji had talked about originally, being the problem inside of here for them, approving this video, that's bullshit. Lily Pichu confirmed that she gave comfort that she had already approved a year, if not almost 2 years prior, that they were allowed to have the copyright to this song for her to be able to do a cover. In fact, she encouraged it. So that's not a problem. I don't know when this started. I do know that there were a fuck ton of artists and probably production management and different shit like that when it came to actually getting the song made and the video for it made at the same time. As someone who has worked with a lot of people, specifically in art and specifically in music production in the past, that shit can take a while. Especially if you don't have one of the greatest people in the world doing your music composition or your background vocals or your piano or other instruments and anything inside there, the mixing, the effects, and everything that goes inside of it, that shit can take a while. There's been plenty of times that I've had stuff that's been sent out and I haven't gotten it back for months because either backlog or whatever else might be the case inside of there.
I believe the person that made the music video also had it explained that this video took over a year to be made.
That doesn't shock me, especially with how it was like 8 or 9 artists, I think was the number that was given inside of there who did.
Yeah.
It was a lot of artists who actively were working on different sections of this video to get everything in place for a Christmas release. So she submits this again very close to the deadline, but I don't think she thought it was going to be a problem inside of there, of 8:30 in the morning. The manager responds back Christmas Day at 9:30 at night. That is a whole 25 hours later. Saying, hey, sorry for the late reply. Since this video includes X livers, it will cause more time for me to get confirmation. The audio is okay to me. Why?
Honestly, I want to say something here real quick about this, because I don't know if this is what Discord these screenshots are taken from. Are these taken from a Japanese account's Discord where it would be displayed in Japanese time or not? Does that make any difference here?
It depends on whether or not her manager is Japanese.
From what I understand, they all are.
So, okay, I mean, and in that case, that would make sense then. These are most likely screenshots from her manager at the time, which is why they're probably blanked out. Shocker, this person doesn't want to be doxxed.
Amazing.
But okay. So my biggest issue inside of here, and everyone knows this now, there's only, I think, 1 or 2 companies at this point that allow people to keep their models when they leave a company. Phase Connect and VShojo.
To your knowledge, right?
To my knowledge, yes. And I would say probably to most people's knowledge is when it comes to the bigger companies that are out there in VTubing in general, there's, as it stands right now, to my knowledge, only 2 real companies that allow you to take and claim the work that you have done as this person after you have left that company. And we see this all the time. We see that Kason doesn't mention Coco anymore. Sorry, I'm breaking the fourth wall here a little bit, guys. I apologize, but I'm going to do this. Kason doesn't talk about Coco anymore. Whatever the fuck her name is doesn't talk about Ruchie anymore. But it's this constant thing inside of here that you recognize these people do not get to live this life anymore as these characters after graduation and or termination. That is a normal thing that is just done nowadays. And I know both of us have a problem with this to an extent, but we also understand a little bit of why this happens. I think it's really fucked up that you have all this money spent on these models and only to have one person play them. And then after that person plays them, no one else just gets to use these ever again. At the same time, I understand it. I understand that there's going to be a lot of backlash and a lot of hate to whomever fills the shoes of the person that they're taking over from. So it's a lose-lose situation regardless. The company loses money because they've spent all this money on these models, and we can look no further than what's his name?
Right now,
I
I'm
can't
trying
think
to
of his name.
understand if Face Connect actually does the thing that you said. Did Sakana say this, or did like
I have no idea. I'm making a speculation because
I
I feel like some of the Face Connect members brought their own models in. I would assume they probably allowed to keep them afterwards, the same way that V Shoujo has.
no, I don't think any of them brought their own models in.
Fair enough. Then I correct my statement. I'm incorrect on that one. Crazy. You yeah.
Sorry, I just had to go through and check
No. You're
myself
good.
and,
You're
and
good.
check it
I
myself.
appreciate you fact checking me on it. But we know V Shoujo allows it because we saw it
Yeah,
with
no, that.
Silverbill. We saw it with Nyaners. We saw it with all these other people that have
Well,
left
I
V
mean,
Shoujo. So you can
the most recent one that is a proven thing about this because it was made by the company. She did not join in with the model was the ex talent from Hololive, and she still has and owns that model and Twitter account. What is it? Nazuna is her name.
okay.
Amemiya. I can't say that word.
You're that's okay. You've more knowledge on that one than I do in that kind of regard.
But
Like
that is
I was not aware that Holo has even let someone leave with their thing.
no,
That being
that's
said,
that's not Hull. It's an ex member like that
oh, it's an X
that
member. Okay,
joined. This is Rushia.
fair enough.
You just don't remember
I
because you
see what
don't
you're saying.
you don't.
Rushia's V Shoujo model. I get what
Yeah.
you're saying now. Okay. But that being said, Niji has never allowed one of their members to leave with their model or with their Twitter or anything socially connected to them in any way, shape, or form, stating that this person used to be this person, besides people like me and Shiz and other people out there to connect the dots. And that's the only way that a lot of these people know. That being said, why in the fuck do they need to get confirmation that they have the okay to use X Livers images? Nijisanji owns every single aspect of those fucking characters.
Something that I explained to you before, but it's also like something you just said that it was fucking stupid, which I can agree on.
And again,
Stupid.
it's one of those situations that I don't even know if I believe that they still give a little shred of access to decision making and all that kind of stuff over to those people anymore. I really don't believe they do. Because why the fuck would they? You're on their IP assignment. You're not like it's not a mutual thing inside of here. You signed a contract with them stating that when I graduate, this all goes away.
And then I want to further emphasize that no one knows what these contracts say. No one.
Correct. But I can't imagine that they have a contract in place that has some sort of mutual beneficiary that would state, "Oh, uh yeah, we're both allowed to still or like we still get your input when it comes to decision making for you after you've graduated." Why would they? That makes no sense.
Breaking up signed legal agreements is never a good start to a stream, especially when they coincidentally start the stream at the same time as DB's stream. Please take care of
Yeah,
yourself.
you're not wrong. So this one right here, part of this is covered up inside of here, so we don't get to actually see what this person says here. It's something like I'm assuming it's before I got.
Yeah, it's right down on the bottom left. You see, so this is why it is
Oh, okay,
released
yeah,
before I
I
got,
see. So
and then
this is
it's
so why is this released before I got confirmation?
yeah,
Okay, so that's
that
fine.
is part of that.
The video is set to private until we get until I got confirmation. There is also a chance you might need to adjust it before setting it to public again. Also, before you post anything to explain about it, please confirm with me at blah. And then she made the statement here that's 20-ish minutes in between, 19 minutes in between. So where's the conversation in the 19 minutes afterwards?
Wait, I'm
Is there
sorry.
nothing? If there's no conversation here in between the 19 minutes of here to here, then why aren't we seeing anything else that's been posted here?
Oh yeah, that's
Just
true.
saying. screenshots can be altered and affected in this kind of regard. It also, none of these have been highlighted over to it for us to be able to confirm whether or not any of these actually have the edited tag next to them, or even looked at in fucking. Well, I guess technically it looks like these are supposed to be as if they're from a mobile viewer,
You can still see an
which.
edited tag on mobile view.
Well, yeah, I'm saying like I'm assuming this right here at the very top. No, this doesn't even look like a mobile viewer. This just looks like a PC.
I have no
Why does
idea
this look so small then?
what the hell this is, to be honest. I'm pretty sure this is from the base Discord client.
No, I'm using base Discord client. It doesn't look like this.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how that is a
The
thing.
only thing I can think is they're using a modified version of Discord, which also doesn't look very good because that also just shows, hey, this could be edited even easier.
Well, yeah,
And
using a
possibly
modified
without the even
Discord
editor
client
tag inside of it.
is against the Discord TOS element.
Yeah, and not to mention again, but like, and again, maybe this is just Japanese Discord and I'm not aware, but
I
like,
don't know.
why is this so small?
I have
Like,
no idea
why is the
why this looks
size?
this manner. Like this, the way that it's cut like this is just weird.
It looks
They're not
awful.
showing the full picture. They're just showing a blatant like cause of events that you like. Just trust me, bro. This is what happened.
Yeah, it's painting a narrative. Like, and again, I'm genuinely curious on why. Again, just this image right here is the one that bugs me the most, and it's specifically just because of this window. Like,
To be
what is
honest, I
this
think
window supposed to be?
this is from the Nijisanji Discord itself. Like not in private DMs, but these might be from the actual Discord. Like the one that's used by them and the livers.
I, I to me, if that actually happens to be the case, I feel like there'd be a lot more
The only reason
reacts
why I
inside of
think
here.
this
But
is
I
the
don't
case
know
is
if
because of
there's a
these
rule or something.
reactives. That's it. That's why I think this is the case is because of these reactives. That's about
I
it.
feel like there would be a lot more of them though if it was actually the one that was public
Yeah,
to
but if you
every
look
single
right here
person.
on the
But
bottom of where Sloan Totsky posted, this is a viewer. This is a role right here.
yeah, you're not wrong. This is a role. Yeah, that's fair. This would be okay. Then again, though, why does this look like such a small window?
Yeah, they cut it. They cut the fucking window.
It's not even a matter of the window being cut inside of here. This looks like someone shrunk an actual like box. Like not even like taking a screenshot of a box inside of there, but for the X to be right here, right above the ending of where her video is, this means that the entire window for this Discord channel is like I don't know, like what, 45 pixels wide?
Maybe.
Like, why would you do that ever? That makes no sense to me at all. Anyway,
of her music video to her manager in advance of the release date so it could be checked for content, etc., which is something that all livers agree to do. Her manager communicated with her about this very clearly.
sorry, I just saw Hakawa posted something in your chat.
Yeah, I see that. You know what? Manager probably doesn't even have a computer. It's all just whatever they found on their phone. You know.
But that can't look like that can't be a phone viewer though, because it has the X and the collapsible windows at the top. Unless he's like using a fucking Sony Ericsson phone from I don't know, like 2006.
It's hard to find this on mobile because it's either you're using a modified Discord mobile client because mobile just got updated, or this is really old. Like this is really old receipts. Probably more busy paying attention to the JP Livers to actually pay attention to EN. You're not wrong. That's why they
Yeah,
had
you're
3 of
probably
their
right.
livers fucking make a statement.
Seriously. And a bad one at that too.
Maybe
Man.
Chromebook. I don't know what Discord looks like on one of those. I don't either, but I wouldn't
You know what? I'm
even
Googling it. I'm Googling it right now.
I wouldn't even
Discord
discredit.
on Chromebook. Please show me what Discord looks like on a Chromebook. Video, images. It literally looks the same as standard Discord.
That's what I bet. That's what I bet. This just looks like a modified Discord client, actually.
Actually, funny enough, Discord on Chromebook actually has F12 support.
Plus one thing that I find confusing is like there are bookmarks on here. I don't know if does Discord have
It's-
bookmarks?
No, it doesn't.
Because
I'm
this is
glad you
weird.
brought that up because I've never seen that before. And again, maybe this is just the JP version of Discord versus us, but like recently they added the thread enabling option for us in one of their most recent updates, I think at the beginning of 2024. But I've never seen, like, I've seen pinned messages. I'm even looking through the potential of, and again, I'm in my own
I'm
Discord
looking
server
at your
right now.
Discord right now.
Again, I'm the owner of my own Discord, so I have all access to everything that could possibly be done inside of
Discord
here.
on a web browser? Let me pull that up myself.
It could be Discord on a web browser. I wouldn't default. I wouldn't be against that necessarily. But the layout of Discord on a web browser looks identical to how it looks on the Discord client. So again, I don't see a situation where we would have no look at what server information they're in, because this isn't a cut off page. This is just a image.
Like how we're focusing on this one whole receipt. That's the only receipt that's on this whole fucking video.
Yeah, mind you, again, like as Shiz just stated inside of here, this is the only visuals to this entire video. Everything else is just a black screen, like it's a YouTube apology video.
Alright, I'm on Discord web client right now. Let me look here. Go to your Discord. I have a lot of permissions in this Discord. There is no bookmark that I see. I see what I see here is I see this emojis, the reactions. This is like an older version of what the reactions look like. This bookmark, this is I don't know where
Oh,
that's from.
you know what? I actually just found it right here.
Oh yeah? Okay.
It's from a Reddit post from a year ago asking how do you bookmark posts in Discord. Apparently there is a bot that you can use inside of your Discord servers to enable a bookmarking option.
Okay.
News to me.
News to
I've
me.
never seen that.
There's a bot you can use, but then does it, like, do these options then show up when you have the bot in your channel? This is so weird. Like that's
I don't know. Like I said, I just saw a Discord post or a Reddit post that talked about it. Apparently, at one point in time, actually, this is not even from Discord's actual website. It's from something called Grace Ling. There's apparently a bookmark option if you utilize it. Maybe this is just really old. I'm not sure. This is from Medium. This is from 2019. I found an article about this from 2019 that says you used to be able to bookmark your posts
in Discord? Yeah, I kind of
in
can
Discord.
believe that. But this is like, if they're doing that, they're
Mind you,
using a really old
I've been
client.
actively using Discord since 2017, and I've never seen this feature before.
I don't remember it either, though. I don't even see the point.
Same.
Maybe it's like bookmarks. Like I'm reading too deep into this because like there's no reason that these should exist when this was a receipts taken in last year or yeah last year.
Not
Like
and
this
again,
shouldn't be a thing.
my biggest thing from this inside of here is the way that this looks, because this right here at the very top does not look correct.
Because from what I understand to me is like bookmarks would be out like they would be sunset for pins.
Yeah, I would agree.
That's about
But
it.
like and again, the reason we're harping on this so much is specifically because this is the only active form of receipt that this video gives us at all.
It's not that
Outside of
great of a
this, it just
receipt
goes
either.
back to being a black screen.
Not the greatest receipt I've seen in my life either.
Not even remotely close. 6 images plastered in front of us, and none of them look good.
Just believe me, bro.
But she released her cover without giving management time to check it, and as a result, it needed to be made private. It was going to be made public again once the checks had cleared. Management absolutely intended to let her release the cover once they'd made sure that it was okay to release.
What do they mean by that? What do you mean once it was okay to release? Because you utilized images and imagery. I wouldn't even say images, imagery of former livers, of former characters that are no longer within the company.
But they're your property intellectually.
Exactly. They are your IP. Why is it that anything inside of here needs to be confirmed unless it's something that, like, I don't know, maybe you had an unceremonious lawsuit against one of these people in the past? And something you apparently got sued for express permission? I don't know. That's the only situation I can even think of. If I own the IP rights to something, why I would have to get approval in any way, shape, or form. Or you're trying to hide someone or something. Oh, don't bring this person back up. We don't want that drama anymore. You know what I mean?
I can understand why some companies would want that kind of thing in terms of like terminations, but I don't know. Like this just brings like thought process back into me with the Russia termination in a way.
Yeah. Not to mention inside of there, but again, like, and I'll touch more on this inside of here in a minute as well. But like, I'm sitting here thinking about the statement that Nijisanji put out, and in Nijisanji's own statement, they said nothing about needing to get confirmation about former livers being inside of it. They stated copyright. That was in Nijisanji's 3 fucking page statement they made about Selen and posted on Twitter. The whole thing talked about copyright issues. And now that the copyright narrative no longer works for them because the owner of the fucking song, copyright ownership of said song, has come out and stated, bullshit, I gave them permission to use that years ago, and everything was totally fine. In fact, again, Lily Pichu stated she encouraged it. Now they're wanting to swap over to, oh, we had to clarify that there are former livers inside of there, so we need to get clarification and confirmation that it's okay. Why? It also makes me believe that these screenshots were doctored. Plain and simple. They've been scattered in too many fucking directions. They're trying to pose too many different narratives and push too many different things in different situations. And oh, this person has broken the rules in the past and blah 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 blah. How are we supposed to know that?
Hold on 1 second. I want to bring to attention the Lily Peachy thing you said because I want to clarify not some things, but what was said on there. Now let me look here. I just sent myself a message.
I
So
remember
like
you sending me it too.
this is what was said. So here's the thing. This was in August of 2022. Do you want to see it or
No, I can see it right. I'm pulled up your stream.
yeah. This is like she said this. Lily Peachy. This is her. 2022. That's like 2 years from now. This is a whole year, basically. You want to get like super technical, I guess.
So yeah, Lily Pichu, who's the owner of the song, that was the quote unquote copyright claim that was being claimed, or they had to clarify with all that kind of stuff inside of there that they would, everything would be fine inside of there. Bullshit, absolute bullshit. There was never any issue with copyright in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I don't know. Unless like there was no issue with copyright for Lily Pichu, who is the owner of the song. That's true, but was there any other issue? Like I don't know about that one either. But
I mean,
like I feel like
Nijisanji's own claim in that statement that they made was a copyright issue.
yeah, that's it. That
And
was so
that right
vague.
there just confirms there is no copyright issue, and there hasn't been a copyright issue since 2022
Yeah, August of 2020.
for a video that was released in December of 2023. So, caught in a lie already. caught in
Yeah.
a massive lie already.
This is
And
a
now you're
contradiction.
expecting us to believe, oh, it wasn't actually a copyright issue. It was an issue with the ex-livers. Okay, then why did you say it was a copyright issue, first off? And second off, why do you have a problem with ex-livers?
That's so weird though. Like your your copyright issue is the ex-livers, but they're your copyright.
Yeah, they're your owner. You have
The
IP property over them. Like, there's no...
the
Like,
characters are yours, Nijisanji. They're yours. You
and again,
own
the
like
only...
they're like it's damn near for me to say that you actually own that human being's life too. That's like so damning for me to say. It's so fucking
You
sad.
own the character they portray, which is a fucked up statement, because that is basically stating, hey, you own a portion of who this person was for a time being in their job. It's a very weird statement. But like, and I'll ask you this, because you have been a bigger Nijisanji fan than I have over the years. Can you think of anyone in Nijisanji that was unceremoniously let go of, that could have been featured in this video, that something would have come up and they would have been like, don't include that person?
No, was unceremoniously let go of with this video's release because there was no one. They were all graduated. The people that showed up. Was Zion in it?
Was
Oh
Zion
fuck,
in
I
it?
don't know if Zion was in it because then that might be a different case.
You know what? That might actually, and you know what? That might actually end up being, if Zion was included inside of it in some way, shape, or form, then yeah, I could see that being the case inside of there.
Personally, I don't think Zion was a part of it, and if she was part of one slide, and that's it. But the slide that was like shown to be egregious was the one that had Mista and Nina in it.
And that's what I kind of figured would be the case. And it would be the case inside of there as well, because I know Mista has spoken out post leaving the company about how he feels about it. And I know there have been bullying accusations that come from Nina as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, she said it just before her graduation. It's not like she said that there was bullying, but there was obvious like you can chalk that up as like bullying, in my opinion. But it's just like
So
yeah,
like, we're looking at a situation now inside of here where we have these three people who are, and I'm breaking away from narrative here, well, breaking away from their narrative here a little bit when I say this, but like, you got to think of it this way: you have three people who are actively trying to stick up for the company because they're being claimed inside of a lawsuit between the company and a single person, and you have five people who have left this company either of their own accord, not of their own accord, either way, who have stated, I wasn't stuck up for, I was bullied, I was not paid what I should have been paid for my position.
wait, can you hold on? Hold on. Can you repeat this again for me? Repeat what you
Sure.
started.
You have five people who have left this company, Nijisanji, in some way, shape, or form, who have actively spoken out against the company while leaving or post leaving said company.
Okay.
You have people who have stated they were bullied and or have implied that they were bullied, as i.e. Doki and Nina at the time. You have Mista, who has come out and stated, I was not paid as much as I should have been for things that I've done. You have a woman crying in her final stream stating that she feels one of her biggest opportunities was stripped away from her and they did nothing to fight for her for it.
What was that?
Omu.
Oh, it was Pomo. Sorry.
And these are just the most recent that I'm aware of
Yeah,
in
you're
this kind
saying
of
the most
situation.
recent ones, but the what when the first termination happened with Zion, the
Mhm.
former talent
The bombshell
released
that
a
dropped out of her.
huge Google Doc about what happened, and everyone brushed this doc off. But then this happened,
Except for me.
and then everything was like, "Oh, she was right." And then yeah, well, I didn't brush it off either.
No, you didn't either. You didn't either.
But it's like,
Because I
she was
remember when
right.
you showed me that Google Doc.
I
When you
did. I
sent me
showed you.
that Google Doc and we sat there and read through it and went through all those different things inside of there and said, these seem way too legit to just be a, like, oh, I'm angry and I'm going to say things. There's too many things inside of here that make too much sense. And I've said it from that point in time that as other people were going to leave, more information was going to come out, and it started a death spiral. And the moment that all this stuff happened with Selene, and you can even go back in our conversations and look through it, because like I've said this over and over and over again, that this was a catalyst.
Yeah, I saw
And
that
it's
too.
proving to be way bigger of a catalyst than I even thought it was going to be.
You check this. I guess that's what was said during her one stream that she had.
So if this is actually a quote from her, I mean, we'll probably find out relatively soon enough. But Doki apparently said, all I'm going to say is I hear some lies being told. I will be putting out a statement later with more evidence supporting my claims.
Of course, she'll have to put this statement out later after she speaks with her lawyer.
She's going to need to speak with her lawyer before any of that.
Because
stuff.
they literally, of course, they have to speak with their lawyers because this is just like they literally unzipped a fucking. It's like Nijisanji unzipped their pants and just like forgot that they unzipped it and they went out in public.
But let's
That was
continue.
a huge
We've
tangent, but
paused
let's
on this for a
continue,
while.
LMAO.
Yeah.
It's very important to establish this pattern of events had happened before on multiple occasions, including her Fall Guys tournament in August of 2023, a voice pack in May of the same year, and an outfit contest also in May.
Prove it,
In
and
each
prove
of
it.
these situations,
Yeah.
Selene would be working on one of the projects I mentioned. She'd be given clear communication about confirming certain aspects with staff, as all other livers receive and comply with. And each time, she would refuse to cooperate. And when staff would
Where's
react
the receipt?
appropriately, she would make public statements that would hurt any color's reputation. And as these situations kept occurring, myself and other livers felt very upset and anxious.
And nothing inside of here proves this in any way, shape, or form. He gives no context to this in any way, shape, or form that shows any kind of statements or documents or anything along those lines that confirms that she had broken any of these rules, apart from a statement from Nijisanji that they have already been confirmed to be lying inside of that states that she had broken rules multiple times and been given multiple warnings for it.
I will
Do I
say,
believe?
we'll
Sorry,
say
go
one
ahead.
thing about like his wording with Selene putting out tweets that hurt whatever, I
Makes
guess, like hurt the
Niji look
company.
bad.
But like sure I can see some of these statements, but I don't think these statements were worded in a way to make the company look bad. It's more like I'm sorry I can't run this event because of this. And she even made a statement it's like, yeah, I can't run any events anymore because the company told me I can't. That's what she said.
In which case, yeah, I mean that's what it is. Like it didn't make the company look bad. It literally said, "Hey, I'm not allowed to run these events anymore because they said no more." In which case, okay, there's no information or details being given there as to why that happens to be the case. It's just they're saying no. Can we infer that maybe she broke a rule or was with way too close to a deadline or whatever might be the case inside of it? Yeah, sure, you can infer that all you want to, but there's no evidence pointing to it.
They were too quick in putting out this video. They could have scrounged up a lot of evidence from the former talent's tweets if they wanted to, but they just didn't do that. It's like lazy. They
Here's
wanted to
where I
like
think
prove
it's
that point at least, is what I'm trying to say.
here's where I think it's about to get really fucking bad, where a lot of my pauses are going to be coming from.
Okay.
We felt that these statements harmed all of us as a group.
No, they don't.
Excuse me.
You're
So
not
it's this
excused.
context that I hope explains why myself and some other livers decided to approach Selene and ask about her handling of the latest situation, which was her cover being made private. So some livers, myself included, asked Selene why she tweeted about the cover in the way that she did, expressing that we felt it was unnecessary and harmful. According to Selene's lawyer, it's this event that they claim to be a build-up of, and what they claim to be a build-up of past experiences that led to accusations made by Selene that she was bullied and harassed. As you can imagine, this
Okay. How did you word it? Why don't we see a message here explaining how you worded this statement? You have accused her of something. You have made an accusation at her, asking, why are you making us look bad in this regard? And mind you, I need to be very, very careful with this when I say it this way. But I'm going to say it regardless. Why are you sticking up for a multi-million-dollar company? They can defend themselves. You don't need to be defending them. I understand defending yourself if you feel there is a situation inside of here that you are being unjustly scrutinized for, or whatever might end up being the case. But every single time the wording that he puts out inside of here states myself and the company, or any color as a company, as well as the livers,
How
you never
disgusting.
hear him speak on his own behalf until he makes a statement a little later on that I'm going to jump into. But prove it. Prove what you stated. Show us how you stated this.
He has all the time in the world to have done this. Like, I don't know. You
None
guys
of them are fucking streaming.
you guys had 2 weeks. You weren't all streaming, I think. Like,
Yeah,
when,
none of
when,
them have really been streaming all that much. And when they have been, it's probably been to, hey, what the fuck, dude? Where are what the fuck is going on with all this situation? That's been in every single one of their chats. I guarantee it.
Is incredibly serious, and I want to state that throughout my friendship with Selene, I did my best to support her in private and talk to her about any problems she might have been having whenever I had the chance.
I hope
Having
this is one of the
thoroughly
lies.
reviewed the documents sent to
that
Any
Doki
Color by
mentioned.
her lawyer, and based on what I know personally and have been told by Selene as her friend, myself and other members vehemently believe these claims to be completely untrue. I feel very confident in saying that the way I and other livers communicated with Selene about this incident was fair and reasonable, especially considering our built up anxiety over this repeating pattern of behavior.
Okay.
Patented, huh?
Number one, you feel that the way you approach this is fair and reasonable. That is your opinion. And, you're approaching someone who also has an opinion on this. And they said it wasn't. It's not that difficult. Now it has to go to mediation because neither one of you are going to say that you were wrong, apparently. But the problem that I have here is that it's now causing growing anxiety. Why are you anxious about $1 million company being sued if you're being utilized as an example if you didn't do anything wrong? If you so firmly believe in the way that you just stated that the way you handle things was above board and totally fine and in no way, shape, or form a problem, but you're still having anxiety and issues over the fact that your example is being used inside of there against this company, why? Is it because you know that, the way that you structured or stated something inside of here could be construed in a way that would come out as being harassable in some way, shape, or form? And, that's probably going to lead to you being fired afterwards? It's the only reason I would be anxious over it. If the company I worked for had a problem like this going on in some way, shape, or form, and I knew for a fact that I handled everything normal and bright and no problems in it in any way, shape, or form, I wouldn't be worried in the slightest. Because I know I handled my situation the way I needed to handle it. If I wasn't being disrespectful to the person, if I wasn't accusing them and going outright above and beyond and accusing them and saying, hey, you need to stop doing this. It's making everyone look bad. You're just doing this for yourself, blah, 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 blah. Again, I have no idea what he actually stated to her in any way, shape, or form. Until we get confirmation from either side, no one will possibly know this in general. But there's no receipts inside of here. The only reason that I think you might be anxious over this is because A, you're being brought up inside of this lawsuit, in which case you're being made an example of. And if you did something wrong, you're likely to be fired from it. To be fair, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing when you're going down with a sinking ship. And making the statement proves that you are willing to go down with a sinking yacht.
Here's what I'll say too. Because of these stupid statements, like by these three livers, like DB on her return stream said that she wanted to move on. This is not moving on. Now she can't move on. She wanted to move on, but this isn't like this is moving in a way that is just so weird too because of the breaking of legal documents being leaked.
Yeah, that's another thing inside of here. This also proves that documents that were sent over to Nijisanji for their lawyers to review are now being shown to the personnel inside of the company. Regardless of whether or not they're also being implicated inside of it in some way, shape, or form, to my understanding and knowledge, the lawsuit inside of here is between Nijisanji and or any color and Dokibur. It
Yeah,
has
there's three parties
nothing to
involved.
do.
So the three parties involved are Any Color, aka Nijisanji, Doki Bird, and her lawyer. That's it.
Not Vox, not Alira, not Ike. And that already just shows that Nijisanji and or any color, however you want to call them, is willing to leak documents. 3 people who have been listed as evidence within this, who probably have no claim inside of this. And again, I can't say for certain, none of us have seen the documents in any way, but though these 3 people are only being utilized as stating, I have evidence that shows, whether it be bullying and harassment or favoritism or something along those lines inside of there, they're not to be brought into this unless maybe they were asked to come in for a statement or something along those lines. But that won't happen until it actually goes to court. So this just confirms that Any Color has shown these legal documents to other people within the company. And who knows how many other people have seen this now. We have absolutely no way of knowing how many people within Any Color have actually seen these documents and have made statements and or speculation or whatever else might be the case inside of there over what's being stated inside of these documents. Another awful look on Any Color. Now, again, this may end up changing. It's very possible that it actually states Alira, Vox, and Ike by name inside of those documents and state they are also a part of this lawsuit. And
Their
if that
names.
happens to be the case, then our stance changes. But
Yeah.
as it stands right now, the way that everything has been formulated inside of here is that there is information within the document that utilizes interactions with these party members to state that there was evidence of this going on. They're not entitled to be able to see these documents then.
They're not. No. Because it's between the fucking company and Doki Bird, her lawyer. I don't know how hard that is to understand.
I'll continue to the worst part of this one, in my opinion.
Okay.
In my opinion, I do not think that it was a form of harassment.
Then why are you
Also,
anxious?
In a document given to Any Color by Solen's lawyer, it stated that Solen had secretly recorded me in a private voice call without my knowledge or consent.
Doesn't matter.
Now, I have absolutely zero memory of what I might have specifically said in that recording. But
Then
we know
counter
it was
sewer.
on the topic of the tweet that I had made around the time of AR Live's cancellation last.
First off, that doesn't matter if she recorded you or not. If it's permissible as evidence within the court system, then it's permissible as evidence, regardless of whether or not you were made aware of this in the first place. America has very strict laws when it comes to this kind of stuff, and it's based on states. States have to be in specific jurisdiction and statement. So, for instance, the state that I live in Kansas, and the state of Texas, only one party needs to know that someone is recording a call for a call to be recorded. The other person on that phone does not need to be made aware of it. It is not required. Now, I don't know if that's the case in the UK. I don't know if that's the case in Canada or even in Japan. But if that happens to be the case in any of those, then it's not permissible as evidence. and it shouldn't matter.
There's a problem with that he has though. He should I don't know, go take it up.
He should sue her. If it's
There's-
illegal in any way, shape, or form, he has the capability of saying, I want to press charges for this. You recorded my likeness without me being aware of it. Or he can even go through any color and say, hey, is this legal to do in this situation? And if they say yes to it, okay, then continue on with the counterclaim.
Yeah, what's
If
funny
they
is
say
that
no,
he can only go to any color because the fucking documents were leaked. That's it. It's the only reason. They shouldn't know about this. They shouldn't even know.
Correct. And not to mention the fact that if any color responds and say, no, she has the right to be able to do this, then all you're going to be able to do with this statement is slander her.
Weird.
You are slandering her character at this point.
I gotta take my medicine.
Don't do it. You're going to lose your Oshi.
Oh my god. Not again.
There she goes.
Already lost a certain fairy.
So like this is just terrible look. Like almost every single thing that Vox says inside of this statement is some of the most damning pieces of information inside of here. Now, Alira, I can give a little bit of a slide to, because Alira, where she didn't really state anything in the statement itself apart from I volunteered my channel to be used for this, which is a dumb take. The only thing is that she has inside of here is states that she was made aware that the documents that were given to Any Color by Doki's lawyer stated information inside of it that she is worried about because it could lead to her being doxxed. And you know what? I get that. I can understand that entirely. She doesn't want that to happen to her.
Here's the thing, is that she said that it leads to her information, but it also leads to her two best friends' information too.
And again, I can understand that, and I can sympathize with her and say, I understand where you're coming from.
Yes.
But it is what it is.
Try not to
Like,
name as many names as possible because I don't really need to, but everyone should be able to figure out what the names are anyways because of the video.
This is going to get a whole lot worse in a second.
Yeah. From what I know, based on this document, Selene had wanted to use this as proof of staff showing favoritism for some members over others, as at the time I wasn't reprimanded by staff for having made that tweet. I followed this issue up with my managers, and I was told that they didn't reach out because they didn't want to cause further controversy at the time. However, I've been asked to delete other tweets on
That doesn't matter.
multiple occasions when
That does not matter in the slightest. It does not matter that you have had it later on or before. The fact of the matter is they showed favoritism at that point in time.
Yeah.
And it was because they didn't want to cause further controversy. That causes more controversy.
Yeah, he literally just
Blanket sweep means
now you just
blanket
caused
sweep.
even more
Everyone gets
controversy.
treated fairly. You actively just showed that they stated to you that they were actively showing favoritism. We don't mind the controversy being on her, but we don't want it on you, though. You don't have to delete your tweet. We understand. Keep yours. We don't want to cause more controversy. We'll keep it where it is.
Oh my gosh.
Why? That's like telling the person who runs someone's fucking social media to delete that off Twitter because it looks bad, but keep it on Facebook.
Why did he say this?
You know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense. You sit there and be like, oh, it's definitely not favoritism. They've told me I'm sounding like a robot. Oh no.
Oh yeah, you are. Hold on one
Is
second.
that just on me or is that on you?
I can hear you fine through my own thing, but let me check.
Let me do something real fast. See specifics. I've been wanting to tweet around this a little bit myself anyway. So, okay, we have removed the noise gate off of my stream or off of my microphone. So, I probably sound a little different right now. I might sound a little louder. Um,
It's better now.
and you might hear a little bit more background noise, like you might hear my cat or something like that going on, or me like adjusting in my chair or moving my mic arm around, like you can probably hear right now. But I just removed all of the noise canceling that I have in my microphone normally. I've been wanting to play with this anyway, or at least like tamper it down in some way. So fuck it, this will give me a good chance to try it anyway. Um, this right here, and I'll reiterate the statement. I don't know when exactly I started sounding like a robot, but Vox's statement right here just sealed deals, and I think he's dumb. I don't mean that in a disparaging way. I don't mean that in a like I don't want to call out his character or anything along those lines when I say this, but dude, you literally just stated as a statement that they showed favoritism
Yeah,
to
he
you.
contradicted what he just said, and it's just like you're. Can you think before you speak for a second?
Oh, they told me it was okay that I left mine up. They didn't want to cause further controversy, but they told me other times that I needed to take it down, take other stuff down. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when favoritism was shown or how much favoritism was shown. It's that it was shown at all.
Just think about it. Just think. Just think. I don't know. It's
Like
just so.
this
Oh my
this
god.
statement just seals the fact that everything that is stated inside of here, it's almost like this is covert. That they tried to do everything they could to make Nijisanji look good, but they really fucking couldn't, and they weren't trying to in the first place. I don't believe this. This is a tinfoil hat situation. Of like
That
they're
is
it's an inside job kind
that
of
is a
situation.
lot.
It's not.
That is a
It's
lot.
not.
There's some Metal Gear Solid. It's the
Seriously.
nano
No,
machines.
if it was MGS, fucking Poma would still be there. Sorry, not sorry, but it's the truth.
The nano machines.
It's the nanomachines. They're fitting it up Vox's ass. Like, like he can't hide the Metal Gear anymore.
Jesse, we have to cook the nano machines.
Shut the fuck up. All right. From this point on, this is where I actually get a little mad. I'm going to let you guys know this now. There's a statement that's coming up that I'm actively going to be very upset over. Oh, you have no idea.
Huh?
I've accidentally broken a rule. In these cases, we're politely informed that when we should avoid tweeting something, we apologize, delete it, and move on.
Okay, but again, you did this, and she did this too. She was asked to remove something. She apologized and removed it and was reprimanded for it. You were never told that you had to remove it. That is blatant favoritism.
Man, Luxium wins
The
again,
real issue
XD.
here, however, is that someone I trusted and considered a friend not only recorded me in secret, but also that these recordings were held without my knowledge for almost an entire year.
That doesn't matter.
That doesn't
The fact that
matter.
this was held throughout our friendship is really upsetting to me.
Okay, again,
Also,
that does not matter.
also doesn't matter.
All you are doing is stating your opinion inside of here that states, "Oh, I'm upset the fact that she recorded me and hid it from me and didn't tell me about it." Okay? And but why does that matter? If it's not breaking any laws, as a part of this is a part of a court case. You're allowed to have your opinions. You're allowed to feel the way that you want to feel about somebody. That's totally fine. But now you're actively just putting this out there on the internet as a video to slander someone and to state that they're not credible, which is bullshit. You're just going out of your way at this point to state, oh, this person's withholding information from people that she trusted or trusted her, and blah, 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 blah. All you're doing is attempting to slander this person's credibility.
It's not
That's it.
working.
No, it's actively going against them.
Until now, I had always looked up to Selene as my senpai, and I felt really lucky to be her friend.
That sounds
Having to
very
talk about
creepy
this
coming out of
now
him. I
and
don't know
seeing
why.
how this has played out is, again, heartbreaking. Selena told me privately about her disagreements with staff and her managers, and I had done my best to support her and to help her make what I thought were the right choices, even when she talked about wanting to graduate. For context, leaving Nijisanji is always an option for livers.
Oh,
One of the biggest lies inside of here.
yeah.
The statement from Nijisanji and Selene both have confirmed at this point in time that she had asked for her graduation in December after all of this stuff came up and after everything was going on inside of there. And it was never given to her. Instead, they waited an entire month through almost complete silence and then terminated her. She was not given a graduation. She was never given the option for a graduation after this incident occurred. Can't say it for before. Unable to say it for before. But Niji has confirmed themselves that they did not give her a graduation. She had requested one and it was not given to her.
If she had wanted to graduate beforehand, she was given very many chances to do so amicably.
That
And
doesn't matter. That was
on
way in the
multiple
past.
occasions, Selene had told us she planned on graduating, but would then go back on this shortly after.
Does not
For
matter.
example, she told me that she would be graduating on the day we hosted the Prism Cup, but as
Doesn't
you know,
matter.
this didn't happen. She also, after being warned by staff due to her repeated rule breakages in May of last year,
Prove it.
told other livers that she was being terminated at that time, when,
Prove it.
like I said, she had just been warned, nothing else.
And once again, it doesn't matter.
Because I trusted her so much, and I listened to her narrative of half-thought untruths about her relationship with Anycolor, this caused me
Well, that's your
so much
opinion.
anger on her behalf that I had considered graduating with her in solidarity.
But you didn't. So why does that matter?
Yeah. Doesn't.
Seriously. And I now know that my intense feelings at the time came from omitted context and falsehoods.
Oh,
And that, once again, is heartbreaking.
man.
Omitted context and falsehoods, but they're the ones that lied in their public statement about her termination and the reasonings behind it? The only omitted context and falsehoods that I'm seeing here are coming from Nijisanji.
Yeah.
And him being a whiny, sniveling little bitch. Sorry, but it's the truth.
Oh no. Luxian fanboy girls are gonna come. I don't really care though.
I'm incredible.
My name
They're
is
already
Vetros.
left, by
Do
the
not
way.
harass my friend Shiz. Our loss has nothing to do with my opinions. If you want to harass someone, feel free to harass me. Please provide me with your hate viewership. I will never say no.
Happy with my job, and even in the face.
Okay. I gotta rewind this for a couple seconds because I need to play this one in its entirety for you guys to understand why I'm about to be very, very upset.
Uh-huh.
Omitted context and falsehoods. And that, once again, is heartbreaking. I'm incredibly happy with my job, and even in the face of times as hard as these, I really wouldn't want it any other way.
Oh. For those of you who may not be aware of the saga that ended up coming out inside of here, Selene had a quote unquote accident. Said accident was a suicide attempt. And this man just stated that he wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure he probably doesn't mean it in that way. I'm sure that's not the exact way that he was trying to, paint that picture inside of there.
But he didn't
But the
choose his
man-
words correctly again.
But the man literally just said that.
Yeah.
The man literally just went out of his way to state, I love my job, I love the company I work for, and the person who tried to off themselves, well, I just wouldn't have that any other way.
Yeah.
My job is everything to me. A person who you closely considered to be your friend this entire time?
Please blink if you're being told to do this.
No, I don't care how much you want to blink at that point in time, you're a sellout.
Yeah.
You don't deserve friendship at that point.
Well, I mean, he is selling out. He's sold out since the day he got popular.
That is one of the most fucked up statements I've ever heard come out of a human being's mouth. My company means more than this person's life.
Yep. That's what he said.
I wouldn't have it any other way. And he specifically says in
Once
controversies,
again, is heartbreaking. I'm incredibly happy with my job, and even in the face of times as hard as these,
Even in the face of times as hard as these, meaning the situations that have currently played out. Fuck you. And I mean that sincerely. Fuck you.
Don't
That
take
is how you
human
lose
lives for
fucking
granted.
viewership. This statement right here is how you lose stock prices.
Isn't
Fuck
Vox
you.
super big in China? Yeah, he's got 1 million views or 1 million subs on Bilibili. He's very popular.
Then go
No,
over to the fucking CN.
no, I'm not sure like how popular he is nowadays with them ever since like the multiple controversies surrounding the guy. They probably offered his ass more funding to say anything. Yeah, I know, right?
You're probably right. And you know what? Just because of that, hey, Vox, I hope this gets clipped somewhere and reposted a billion times over. Vox supports Taiwan as a country. Congratulations. Have
Oh
fun with that one.
my god.
China number 6. Taiwan number 1.
I really wouldn't want it any other way.
Fuck you
So
again.
regardless of how I now feel about Selene having been my friend and having hurt me and my fellow livers in this way, her attempt on her life will never ever be something to be taken lightly. I
You
recall
just
the
did.
moment when
But you literally just took it lightly.
Just did.
You piece of fucking shit.
I and other livers found out about what had happened, and we prayed for her safety then, and we still do. Regardless of the outcome of the situation, I genuinely want nothing more than for Selene to grow and to be in a safe place where she can look after her health, insofar as me and the rest of EN can heal in our own way too.
Yeah,
For
sure
those
as
of you
fuck doesn't
watching
sound
this
like it.
stream, please leave her be. Harassment of any kind is vicious, and it's insane, and it has no place in this community.
And I'll say the exact same thing I said last time. After a statement like that, it's not her being harassed that you need to worry about, it's you.
Alright, I'm gonna pause this for a second and ask you to look at my stream real quick.
I've got it pulled up. And again, I'm not going to say that as a threat. I am not threatening you in any way, shape, or form. I am pointing out a statement and a fact. If you said something like that, if you do not expect people to get pissed off at you, to not be on your side, to anything along those lines, you're a fucking idiot. And once more, for good measure, fuck you. Go ahead, Shiz. Sorry.
Here. Doki's statement. This is 8:40 p.m. Was this like an hour later? I will say that it never was supposed to be shown. It never was supposed to be shown to anyone other than me, my lawyer, and other relevant lawyers. It was a private document with my
Yep.
own personal information and was used as a legal document to help my lawyer and document my thoughts. It was never supposed to release anywhere else to any other parties outside of the legal department. It makes me wonder
Which
if my
means,
medical and hospital records was also released without my consent, as that was also promised to be kept private.
any color's already broken the law.
I mean, I mean, which one? How many do we have to go through? This is like
You're not wrong.
legal
You're not
gymnastics
wrong.
at this point. And that was all I had to say, because I just noticed this be put up. It was put up like a while ago, but holy
No,
moly,
I
it's
mean,
got 2.3 million views. That means 2.3 million people have viewed this fucking tweet.
Yep.
It's been making the rounds.
That's all I need to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vox.
and then the last little bit inside of here, I mentioned this inside of here, and this is something that this is literally the last 4 minutes of this thing is just Ike talking and basically saying, this sucks. I'm not kidding. I don't actually think he contributes anything to this conversation in any way, shape, or form apart from just being a person here.
Yeah, I don't even
Um,
remember.
But that being said, I also think that his part is very much pre-recorded, and it's not something that was actively done on a call with them at that point in time. This portion at the very beginning, I think, is because you can hear him clearing his throat, and he takes a drink of his water and all that kind of stuff. I'll let it play.
Before we round things off, I also had something that I wanted to say. It's going to be a little bit on the shorter side. By the way, hi, I'm Mike. First off, I just wanted to say, like, preface this with, like, sorry if I have a hard time finding the proper words for anything. I'm a little bit all over the place right now. Excuse me for a second. For
Oh,
After he takes that drink of water, that is when the actual, like, in my opinion, again, I can't confirm this, it's a black screen, but I think that is when the actual statement from him that he was going to make stopped, and a pre-recorded portion begins, because this man does not stumble once, he does not clear his throat once after he was just doing it a couple seconds ago. I'm sorry, as someone who has done a lot of voice acting in my life and deals with a lot of colds and deals with a lot of sore throats and stuff like that, especially having to clear my throat a lot of the times, one drink of water isn't going to stop you from needing to clear your throat if you were actively just doing it. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. And again, from here on, it's basically he says a whole lot of nothing.
a very long time, I considered Selen as a good friend within Nijisanji Ian, be it on stream or off stream. We always managed to get on really well. So that's why it was so shocking for me to learn that Any Color had received these documents from Selen's lawyer. Learning about what was contained within these documents was, to me personally, incredibly saddening.
Actually, he does say something here. You were never supposed to learn about this information.
wait, did he?
Congratulations
Wait,
on
hold
now
on.
3 different people coming forward and saying Any Color shared information to these people when they had no business knowing about them.
Yeah.
On top
After.
of which, um, Vox has his statements inside of here stating, the bullying and harassment and, so on and so forth and favoritism. Alira is the one who stated, hey, some of my information is listed inside of here and I don't want to be doxxed. Ike doesn't say anything as if he's even pertained in these documents in any way, shape, or form.
The only way that he's part of this is because he's part of the company.
And because he's making this video now.
But we don't know, like, what's in the documents if he's listed.
Yeah.
They're not supposed
And
to know either way.
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Alira states that her information is in these documents. Vox states that there's evidence in there that's being utilized against the company that utilizes him inside of it. Ike, and again, I might be wrong. We'll continue listening inside of here, but from our first listen through, he doesn't say anything inside of here that incriminates him in any way, shape, or form. He doesn't state that his information is listed inside of these documents. He doesn't state that anything inside of here is listed on here. It's just that him and Selen were friends. And we'll get confirmation on this. We'll keep playing it. But if that happens to be the case, then an unlisted and unspecified potential third party has now just been informed who has nothing to do with this. Again, potential. We don't know if he's actually listed inside of there or not. He does not, to my understanding. Well, again, we'll get confirmation. But to my memory of just listening to this a couple minutes ago, he's not listed inside of this. He doesn't state anything about his information being listed inside of it.
Knowing that the things said within the document
Not supposed to
were
know.
coming from the very same person that I call my friend was hurtful and disappointing in a way I really don't know how to describe.
Okay, that
Not
doesn't
only
matter.
because of it made me now re-examine our entire friendship,
Doesn't matter.
but
Does not
primarily
matter.
because the document contains some information that we believe is incorrect, that could be harmful for us, and it's just
Could be harmful for us as a company or be harmful to us as people. Because again, they stated their reasons of having it, you haven't. And again, all you're doing right now is slandering her character. And again, you believe is harmful. Your opinion is that it is. Let that be the lawyers to determine. That is not your place to even understand or know about any of this.
Private information that is very terrifying to have being, shown before you like that.
You mean like, the private information of her that was shown to you as well? Her information's listed inside of that document too. It's not just you guys. It's a two-way street, not a one-way.
Right now, we're all very stressed.
You have no
But
reason to be
in
stressed
spite of this,
unless you did
I
something
feel like
wrong.
the public deserves to, at the very least, be aware of the existence of these documents.
No, they
as
don't.
well
No, they don't. No, they fucking don't. That is why it's a legal matter and not a YouTube video like you just made it one.
And before Nijisanji privates the video.
as of some of its contents, for the sake of transparency and honesty.
Yeah.
We understand that the
Where's the
past week of radio silence has been really difficult for all of you, but please rest assured that we have been working very, very hard to try and understand what it is that we can and cannot say about this.
I should have kept working hard.
But we
No, seriously. What we can and can't say about this, you have no place in saying anything about this. It has no involvement of you whatsoever. All three of you. Just because your information is inside of there as members of this company, that does not give you the right to be able to see these documents. Plain and simple. Three parties.
Market's
Sorry,
not
go ahead.
closed yet, right, guys?
Oh, let's find out.
Market's not closed, I don't think.
Well, it's on Tokyo Market, so let's find out. Any color stock is it is currently open and has dropped 3% so far today.
Yeah.
100 points.
They
They
just
are
dropped
currently
again,
evaluated.
bros.
They are currently evaluated at 3,230 yen per share. And let's see.
Wait, what did you say?
Wow.
3230. Oh, actually, it shows for me 3225.
Oh, it might be still going down.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry, I read this wrong. I thought it said
no, 3225. They just went down again, 105.
Oh yeah,
3.15%.
Yeah.
Mind you, when the market opened, today? Yeah, the 13th in Tokyo right now.
Yeah, it's the 13th in Tokyo.
They started 100 fucking yen over where they're currently sitting at right now. So in the past, let's see, almost 4 hours right now, they have literally dropped over 100 yen in their share valuation.
Oh. Ooh.
They have dropped over 3% in their share valuation in the past.
This is a
4
tangent,
hours.
but I just had to go look again real quick. I just had to go look at that stocks real quick because
I would have looked at it as soon as we finished this anyway.
Because of what I've been seeing. It's just like, is this negligible still? It doesn't look like.
Oh, it hasn't been negligible for like a weekend. They're now under their initial proposed evaluation when the company started. Oh, I mean, they've already lost what, 3 sponsors since this happened? 2 sponsors?
There's like 2 sponsors that came out and said it, but one of them was like a bigger end sponsors, like because they're also collaborating with Whole Alive, so I would consider them a bigger end sponsor.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I would consider Haite a bigger sponsor.
Yeah.
And again, there's a little bit of bias inside of there. I'm a keyboard nerd, and they make great keycaps. But like, they also make fucking great PC cases and different shit like that. Support Haite; they're fantastic.
Yeah, I
they
think
also
they were.
disavowed Niji.
They were both cases and keycaps, I think.
They do. Yeah, they do a lot more than just that as well. But those were like the two big ones they had for.
Well, I mean, it was
Nijisanji.
a case that you buy, but it came with the keycaps too, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, really? I thought
Yeah.
they had them separate.
I don't think they were separate, but I
Son of a
could be
bitch.
reading into that wrong. And at least from when I looked at the website, I was like, oh yeah, this is a case for like are they normally like $600+ for just keycaps? I mean, maybe.
For just keycaps, no, probably
Yeah.
not.
If you like it was a case plus the keycaps, because I don't know why they would advertise just the case. And even when I looked at the website, I didn't see that I could get
Yeah, it
just
looks
the
like they
keycaps.
do a lot of stuff in bundles.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
I would like to
collection.
get just the keycaps. That'd be great, but
Yeah, they had the HoloLive Connect keycaps, the Connect the World keycaps, as a standalone. From the looks of it, they were $100 for them,
oh, well, I
which
mean,
that's pretty normal.
that's fair.
Yeah, that was the EN the EN collaboration HoloLive keycap set, and $100 for the. Oh, it also came with a desk mat too. So yeah, that makes sense. That's about what I would expect from $100 run inside of there. Ooh, they even have a Persona 3 Reloaded one too. Oh, it's the nice pastel light blue. Sorry, this is a tangent. I'm a keyboard nerd. Uh,
Yeah, we're going on a little too far from what the video is supposed to be.
yep. Sorry, we're gonna continue.
We wanted to make sure that what we shared was as much as we were able to share.
Shouldn't have been sharing any of it in the first place. It's not your place to do so in
Within
the first in
Nijisanji
general.
EN, everyone always makes an effort to make sure that anyone who wants to be included in something has the opportunity to do so.
Tell that to Mina.
Tell to who?
Tell that to Nina.
I'm sorry, say it again.
I'm gonna replay what he just stated. It's stated.
Within Nijisanji EN, everyone always makes an effort to make sure that anyone who wants to be included in something has the opportunity to do so.
Okay.
Say that to Fox Mama.
Oh, Nina. Okay, I'm sorry. No, I
The
can.
woman who reached out to her fucking gen mates repeatedly and tried to get them into to do stuff together so they could get to know each other, and she was brushed off.
Yeah.
Fuck you too. You have no idea what you're talking about within your own company. Everyone makes an effort around here to be included inside of different things. Bullshit. There's cliques, there's favoritism fucking everywhere within that company, and it's not just coming from the management. The livers themselves play favorites all the fucking time.
I will say this too, like, as someone who's closely, I'm not gonna, this is just my opinion, but as someone who's closely looked at Nijisanji, there's evidence slash documents of this certain cliquey things happening in Nijisanji JP as well. Not only that, is that there are some livers that will actively say, in Nijisanji JP that is, that they feel that they are alone in what they're doing, that they have to fend for themselves. That's what every Niji JP liver would feel. That the company doesn't care about you unless you are a high viewer count streamer. Then they'll give you everything. I can like see what like why a company would do that, but I don't agree with it either.
I mean, you can see it in NNA as well. Like EN branch has this exact same problem, and like one of the people in this video is one of the key prime examples of that being the case inside of there. Vox just got his new model,
Yeah, like it looks even more expensive than the other model. Not
and
that
he's
I'm
already a gigantic fucking name inside of there.
dis
He gets asked to he gets asked to be brought into something like this. Assumption, by the way, I'm not making a statement. That's an assumption that he was asked to be brought in to do something like this, where you're looking at this situation of like playing favoritism and having to fend for yourself and so on and so forth. That's one of Selen's claims inside of that document that came from her lawyers that Vox even backs up. This playing favoritism thing inside of there. where Vox is the number one. He's huge. He's everything. He's like EN branch is like it's Vox is all the way at the top. He reprimands someone on Twitter and nothing happens, but someone else does the exact same thing for the exact same situation and they're asked to remove their shit. Oh, we can't cause any more controversy around Vox though. We just can't do it.
Yeah, it's because they already had they had caused something beforehand anyway. I think it was Vox's fault too.
So you want to sit there and try and say that there's in Nijisanji this is what makes me think that this is pre-recorded and scripted. Like everything that's a statement that is made at the end of this one by Ike inside of here feels like a whole lot of nothing. It feels like he's literally just being brought in here to make a finalized statement that everything is great over at Nijisanji. Don't worry about us, guys. We're gonna be just fine. Dude, fuck you. Like,
I think they said this the last time too.
should I?
Something
Am
weird
I okay
happened.
to bring this up on stream? I can't actually read it with how small it is on my computer.
Uh,
It might get brought up on the stream for a second.
Yeah,
Is the
go
reason
ahead.
I asked that.
You can do it
Yeah, I
now.
did. I'm gonna drag it off of the stream just so it's not up there forever. Actually, did that show at all? No, it doesn't
No,
look
I
like it did.
already
Cool.
like closed down. I minimized Discord real quick so you could do it.
Okay.
Nice damage control, lol.
My God, dude.
Yeah, you see that? That is that's crazy. Like that is. Oh man.
Look at Sellout Central over here.
There are
This was
actually
definitely
some
not a
members
what
that I
like.
can see on here that actually haven't said anything, which because they're not on here. I can think of one member that is not on there at the moment. At least off the top of my head. The other one? Yeah, I can think of another one too. All
You know,
right,
the funny part
another
about this
tangent.
inside of here is that there's only one person, to my understanding, and I might be incorrect on this one. Please correct me if I'm wrong in this situation.
Or
But like Anna was the only one that I'm aware of so far that has been like had like something claimed against her of being kind of a bitch in this situation.
what, her in this whole situation? This
In this
situation
whole
right now?
situation, like because I'm reading through the statements that are made inside of this thing, and a lot of them are like, "Don't attack anybody," and blah 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 blah. I'm like, who's been attacked here? For the most part, to my knowledge and everything that I've seen, it's been relatively peaceful. The only person that I can think of that like actually had any kind of threads or anything like that made out about them in some way, shape, or form was Enna after she made a very, very fucked up comment.
Um, I mean, she was the first one to make a quote unquote statement, but it wasn't a
Yeah.
members stream.
And the only thing that was really taken out of that, and the only reason that it became a problem in any way, shape, or form, is she made a statement and had a very fucked up comment inside of it. Am I
Yeah.
correct?
It was something like
And
along the lines of like don't don't pry too hard into the truth. That's basically what it was.
she
You're not
got,
gonna
you know,
find out.
she got some backlash for it. But other than that, it's been very quiet. People are asking questions,
Well, until
but they
today,
haven't. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Until
like
today.
earlier today, I was looking and there wasn't really anything that was going on. Like it was actually getting more and more quiet about this. actually. Like nothing new came up or anything was said other than, the general stuff that was already said. And then this bombshell happens and now
Everyone is getting just jumped on.
yeah, now the board is swamped. I'm sure Reddit is crazy. I think I just saw like an edit on the Nijisanji lore wiki
Oh
where
no.
someone put an edit of like Alira about Alira Pandora betraying her half sister, and I was like, that's pretty funny. But
Yeah, I've actually got the Nijisanji subreddit pulled up, and I kid you not, this is the 5th one down. Gonna send it to you because it's funny. Uh,
oh my god.
like, and no shit, inside of here, like people were making the exact same comments that we've been making on this as well. And inside of here, like one of the biggest ones inside of here is Nijisanji talents have seen the Doki Bird lawyer documents. Are you insane, bro? We legit need a mental health health watch on Vox like yesterday.
Here, look at this. This is like also to give it a context of how fast this is rolling around. This is the current
Yeah,
activity in the past 30 minutes.
yeah.
This is the highest board right now.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding with you. Like on fucking our Nijisanji 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 3 hours. This is the front page of this thing too. It's not like sorted by newest. This is the ones that are the most upvoted right now on the page for the
Yeah.
past like 24 hours. 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago,
Joe, because they're
3 hours
piecing
ago.
out. Yeah, him too. He wasn't on there. Although
Like
I thought he already pieced out.
it,
No, that's Saturday.
oh yeah, I know. Funny enough, you just talked about Kyo right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the fucking 2 hours ago. He's piecing the fuck out. oh, oh god. I think a ukulele would have really added such a compelling argument.
You mean like the ukulele apology video?
Uh-huh. mm.
That might have made the video more bearable.
From Twitter, Riku Tazumi could have spread his ass cheeks on live stream and taken a shit on a picture of Selene, and it would have been less disgusting than this video.
That is a statement. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting.
Someone posted a picture of Zion, says about to go make sure I'm unsubscribed from everyone.
Yeah, she was right
Not
all
sure if
along.
evil or just stupid.
Not sure if evil were just stupid. Honestly,
Today I
just
will check
stupid.
out Doki's Neopet stream. Clueless. Some dude's like, I just woke up. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, the first comment on that was funny. How dare they take Neopets away from us again?
Niji EN management be like, there is no plan B. There is no plan A. I have no idea what I'm doing.
There's only a plan. There was another
Yeah.
funny thing that came out too. There's like this as well. I'll show you it.
The Eric Andre shooting Hannibal Burris meme. Any color shooting their reputation. Why would Selene do this? Yeah, okay, yeah, no, there you go. Someone literally just came out on Twitter not long ago and made a statement. I worked with her last year on a cosplay and dance video, and she was incredibly sweet the entire time. I never officially signed an NDA because Anycolor kept sending me one with the incorrect information, and I refused to sign it until it was fixed. They never did, LOL. Which is also why I never.
What's funny
Like,
from that statement to me too is because I think someone also alluded to the fact that they may be copy pasting their shit. I don't remember what company said this, but a company said it, I believe. I don't remember. I'm not, this is just face value. I do remember hearing something like that, but funny if true again.
oh, hang on a second. I need to pull up Twitter real fast. What statement did you make, my friend?
Wait, what?
Hang on. Is that a personal? It is a personal account, isn't it? Hang on. Is this a reply?
All I can take out of this too, I'm gonna say this much, is that Niji giving the okay to do this is just so stupid. Not only is their reputation ruined, it's going to ruin the reputation of their libraries by putting a big fat painted on red target on their libraries' backs, especially these three that spoke out. And when DB tried to de-escalate these things to begin with, but finding out that the documents were leaked, that's like how much of it was leaked. It's even said, like, she even said that, like, how much did they know? So,
Regardless of the current situation and what is likely going to happen over the next few days, this was from February 5th, mind you. It's good to remember that there are nice, hardworking people who try to please their fans, still make people's days a little bit better. I hope they are okay. It's a fucked situation because on one hand, the reaction to something like this is obvious, but on the other, but on the other, the outcome potentially leads to innocent creators being out of a job too. It's fucked and it's sad. A further statement on here. There has always been a lot of things I've wanted to say, but could only joke or hint on, and even those things would only hurt innocent people who were just trying to do what they love. So I stopped. But now it feels like a lot of things are about to happen from my knowledge, and it's gonna be unstoppable. As I said in my original tweet, holy moly. That was from Kuro
oh, what? Really?
on February 5th.
That's crazy. Will you link me that tweet so I can read it
I will.
again? This is a reply too, wasn't it? Yeah, this is a
It was a reply
reply.
to one of his own tweets, but someone asked him a question in the middle of it. Yeah.
I mean, he's taking this statement actually leads to like something that's nice, good on him for like I'm gonna move on. That's basically what I felt.
Yep.
And and now it feels like a lot of things are about to happen from my knowledge, and he can't do anything about that. Which I think I can see that actually happening. But oh my god, holy moly is right.
Yeah.
What was
That's
what was
sorry
that?
about that. Hit back on fucking Reddit and it automatically started playing a video even though I have everything muted on it because
Oh, gotcha.
Reddit sucks.
I was confused for a
Uh
second. I was
yeah.
like, what the hell? Are
This
there someone coming in here play a soundboard?
no. I'll let this final little bit portion of the video play out. It's 1 minute. And it's basically just
Yeah.
them
One more
saying
minute.
goodbye.
whether
We'll
that be
talk some
online or
more.
offline. And all of us will continue to do our utmost to provide a safe and fun environment for fans to enjoy together. And lastly, to round this off, I want to reiterate, please do not spread hate to anyone involved in any way, shape, or form, or anyone
Sixth
in
time.
general, honestly.
This is the 9th or
We
10th
ask
time they've
that
stated
in
that, by the
these
way.
times you allow us to continue our activities without asking us for any additional information about the situation.
Understandable.
At this point, it's an issue for the lawyers.
Yeah,
No,
it should have been to begin with.
no. Not at this point. Before you made a statement,
Yeah.
it
Now
was
it's
an issue for the lawyers. Now you've made it your problem.
You
And
brought
you done
yourself into it.
fucked up.
They had no
'Cause here's
business.
the thing.
None of these people had any business being in this thing at all, or even seen like they had no business in it whatsoever. Even if they're listed on there, all of this was to be taken care of by 3 different parties. That's it.
The sheer situation inside of here is these 3 people decided, I'm going to put that in air quotes because we don't know, but they decided to come out and make a statement that incriminated them to having access to information they were never supposed to have, which makes Niji look even worse. It makes them look even worse. And now they're stating we don't want any harassment, which is understandable. I don't condone harassment in any way, shape, or form. I don't think it's any way needed in any way, shape, or form. This is something that the lawyers should have been handling. The problem is you just opened Pandora's box.
Yeah. I mean,
By
that much
actively
is
talking
evident.
about this kind of stuff when you had no business, nor right, nor place to talk about this in any way, shape, or form. And as I stated before, the boards, VT board, Reddit, all of these different locations, even Twitter for that matter, and Twitter's a fucking cesspool of all places, all of these places were dying down off of this hype and heat. And it was going to blow over the way that you should have expected it to. And you just fucking kicked a hornet's nest. What the fuck did you think was going to happen?
Number 2 trending in virtual YouTubers on X. Nijisanji. That is crazy. That is crazy.
And since we made that observation about 20 minutes ago, let's go ahead and take a look at it again.
Oh, you're talking about the Stokes?
Yep. They're at 95 points down right now. So they're having their ebbs and flows for the day. But in 4 hours, they have dropped between 90 and 100 yen in stock price in 4 hours of the market opening today. And it's probably going to continue getting worse. But to give an idea of what that means for anyone who doesn't know anything about stocks or anything along those lines, when Anycolor as a company started, they had a market evaluation on their stocks of being worth 3,255 yen. That was as of June and or May. I'm not 100% sure when this exactly was, but June or May of 2022. At their peak, they had a price evaluation of double that at over 6,000 yen. They have now evened out to where they started at as a company, meaning their stock has gone from being almost double to almost under where they were initially evaluated at. So anyone who bought stocks at their original market evaluation when the company first opened has now either lost money or is currently sitting dead even. That is terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I'm not even going to let the rest of this video
Wait.
finish.
You can show this. Go. There's a new statement that just fucking came out. Oh, this
From
is...
Niji?
Yeah, from Niji. It's on
Send
the
it to me?
Nijisanji World Twitter account. Try to type in Nijisanji_world. Oh, it's right there. You can see it. Nijisanji Ian official on your list down. Yeah, there it is. Never mind, you found it.
Regarding concerns that have arisen in relation to the current situation. In the stream done earlier by our livers, a message from Nijisanji and it was mentioned that parts of information received from Selene and her lawyers was shared to them by Any Color Incorporated. As mentioned in that stream and in notice in the notice published by Any Color Incorporated, notice termination of Selene's contract, blah 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 blah. Selene and her lawyer claimed that livers affiliated with Any Color Inc. were involved, and that they will also hold Any Color Inc. legally responsible. What? Let me reread that. Hang on. As mentioned in the stream and in the notice published by Any Color Incorporated, notice termination of Selene Tatsuki's contract with Any Color. Selene and her lawyer claimed that livers affiliated with Any Color Incorporated were involved, and that they will hold Any Color Incorporated legally responsible. Yes, those are two separate statements. Livers were affiliated with Any Color, were involved. That is the evidence that she is providing inside of there. And that they will hold Any Color Incorporated legally responsible,
I mean,
meaning it is not the livers' fault, it is the company's. They are suing the company, not the livers individually.
well, I
This
mean,
is a nothing burger.
there's something under there too, though.
Selene and her lawyer mentioned the possibility that that they will also hold livers affiliated with Any Color legally responsible. The possibility of,
Yeah.
meaning she's utilizing evidence that came up from said conversation with livers, but there's nothing inside of here that states she was actually holding them responsible in any way, shape, or form. In order to check the validity of Selene and her lawyer's claim, Any Color Incorporated shared only necessary parts of the information sent by her lawyer with our livers and led to internal investigation. You needed to inform her lawyers of this before it actually happened.
Not only did you need to inform your lawyers about this, that this happened, you didn't need to make this in a.
No, right here. That's not how that works.
You that don't why is there a video about it then?
Oh my god.
This is just yeah.
To begin with, Any Color Incorporated has not made any confidential violations regarding. Yes, you literally have. You literally have. This statement confirms that you have.
The statement
begin with,
confirms it
any-
was half-assed.
100%. To begin with, Any Color Incorporated has not made any confidentiality violations regarding submitted documents for legal claims such as these. However, regarding the specific information and documents which Selene's lawyer requested that we do not share with our library. Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Wait, you just
Regarding the specific information and documents which Selene's lawyer requested that we do not share with our livers with the with utmost consideration of this request, Any Color Incorporated has not shared any such information. You literally just did. You literally just confirmed that you fucking did. They specifically sent you those documents and stated this is not to be given to the livers. That is what this statement states right here. And what did you do? You sent it to them anyway. I hope your company implodes.
I said this to Hakawa. I'm just like, which lawyer is looking at this from Nijisanji? Which one? Is it? Did they get their license from the back of a cereal box?
Seriously.
I don't understand. Like, I don't know much about law or anything, in my opinion, but like, I don't think any like I said many times, this is like things that can. There are things that can only be handled within the court of law, and things have to go public. Then that's legally what's supposed to happen. That's about it. I'm not sure, like, what the reasoning was to even tell. Like, of course, you're going to conduct an internal investigation. When game companies conduct an internal investigation, they say that they're conducting an internal investigation, and they don't They don't specify anything. You don't have the people of the company come out with a 15-minute video saying like, oh yeah, feel
Well,
bad for us. I
you
don't.
want to know the greatest example of this one too?
What?
Do you remember what happened to TSM 2 years ago?
Not really.
So TSM had to conduct an internal investigation along with an investigation that was being conducted by Riot Games over contents of harassment and bullying over the League of Legends players on their team. Because multiple accusations came out stating that the company owner, Reginald, or Reggie, had gone out of his way to harass people, bully people, and do everything else like that with members within the company. And they did an internal investigation. You know what they found?
It was true.
They didn't break any rules according to them. You know what Riot found when they fucking did it? They sure as fuck did. Reggie was suspended from ever being included in the LCS for 2 years. Reggie himself, as a owner of the company was still allowed to participate. Didn't affect the team or anything along those lines in any way, shape, or form. Reggie, the owner of the company, the former mid laner for TSM from way back in the day and all that kind of stuff, he
Yep.
was banned from attending any events with LCS official.
Yikes. Now this is a good
Because
example.
they did actually find harassment inside of their fucking workplace. So much so that they set up an anonymous tip line, and I'm not kidding, it's an actual phone inside of the TSM office that was stated, if you notice workplace harassment, contact us.
Yeah, that's pretty
Like,
bad, dude. That
so
just
yeah,
says like how bad that Reggie was like. Oh god. Now I remember
yeah.
this. I remember you talking about this and
So
you
yeah,
telling me, and I didn't even.
we've conducted an internal investigation. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
It's literally someone looking at themselves in the mirror and saying, "Damn, I look good today," regarding all of the fucking black eyes and bruises they have.
dude, that's like that Pomu picture that I keep sending you.
Anyway, I want to read the last two pieces here.
Oh, my
In
friend
addition,
sent me a picture of the yacht, and
oh my
like this
god.
yacht just like getting run over by a tidal
Yep.
wave.
In addition, our livers are not held to any confidentiality obligation regarding the information shared to them from Any Color Incorporated.
What?
The,
What?
whoa, whoa, wait a minute,
What?
fuck up. So they are literally allowed to go out and state anything that was stated inside of there as much as they want to.
That sounds like the biggest loophole of all time. What?
Loophole my ass. It just means that they can be sued directly. If no, actually, if anything, it just means Any Color can be sued even harder. In addition, our livers are not held to any confidentiality obligations regarding the information shared with them from Any Color Incorporated. No, there's no way this is true. Because if that's the case, they can talk about their contracts.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking in my head. I was just about to say this because like it's like where don't you have to like what I was gonna say was like don't you have to sign a contract though?
I
There,
am someone needs to tweet out to Vox Akuma, if this is true, how much are you paid by Nijisanji monthly? You're under no obligation to not be able to provide us with this information. How much money do you make? And literally every EN fucking liver and see if they give you a response.
Optimus transforms and well.
Thus,
So
there are
I have
no
to keep
legal
going.
issues regarding the information shared to the public in the stream made by our livers. That's not how that works. After a rigorous legal check, my ass, Any Color Incorporated hereby declares that it has not made any confidentiality violations while checking the validity of claims made by Selene and her lawyer with its affiliated livers. That's not how that works. You can't just say we're clear because I said so. That's fucking first party bias, you fucking idiot. Holy shit. My god, how dumb. How fucking stupid.
You guys really just said we're not in legal trouble in as many words as you
For
can. Cloud mode ready.
Too much didn't read. Doki deserves better.
Bro, there's like that
El
one comment
Bozo.
that says like, yeah, I ain't gonna read all that. Sorry for your loss, or I'm happy for you.
Not only are you not only are do you oh god not
English
only do you
code.
slander Selen following a suicide attempt caused by harassment and bullying that Nijisanji itself has admitted to allowing, but you use your own current employees as scapegoats to take the blame for what you obviously company mandated script. Yeah, here you go. Activision Blizzard investigates and finds no widespread harassment
Yeah,
at Activision
that is
Blizzard.
fucking
This right
bullshit.
here. This is Nijisanji right here. The
There's
biggest
someone already
deja
made
vu.
someone already made a new
Boom.
one.
Right fucking here. Oh my fucking god.
Here, I adjusted it for you. Thank you, good sir. How many managers did you have to take to a hotel to get your funding? I like the Thanos comment lower down. Where? Which one?
Nijisanji PR to Nijisanji PR.
This you? Just because it's legal for you to do it doesn't mean okay.
Okay, but it's not legal for you to do it though.
Doesn't mean it's the right thing to do, but it's not legal for you to do it. Yeah.
Are you a lawyer? If not, please stop. Thank you.
That's my legal opinion. Niji's lawyer. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? This is 100% on the money. This broke an NDA. Even after you're terminated from a company, the NDA still holds. They've literally just broken the NDA for between her and Selen, between Nijisanji and Selen.
You're breaking NDA, and you have the audacity to have the talents do it for you. And by saying you checked yourself and absolved from, yeah, they did break NDA, didn't they?
Yeah, that would be breaking NDA. They've now just broken confidentiality between its member and the company itself.
Yeah, they just broke
Post termination.
That is God.
Oh god. Dude even copy pasted this bitch over from fucking English to Japanese to make sure everyone could read it.
What a Chad. Oh look, there's the fucking Kiara post I had earlier.
Negligible, by the way.
I love this cloud one. I love this cloud.
Yeah. No, this statement right here is literally an attempt for them to try and stop the bleeding for their fucking stock right now.
Yeah, this is a fucking clown ass statement.
Like this right here at the very end, just saying after like them saying we are in no finance. Like this is literally saying stop leaving, stop selling your stock in our company. We're fine. That is what this is right here. It's
You're not fine.
To people.
It
is a plea to people to stop selling their stock.
You're fucked now because it's getting even worse. Oh, they just released another statement. Refresh. There it is. That's new. 39 seconds. What is this?
Oh, it's a video.
It's a video from the CEO.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
Fuck. No way. This just keeps going.
Oh my god, it's actually
Accelerate. It's actually Riku, and he's bowing. Holy fuck.
It's actually Accelerate.
Yeah.
All right, this is live. We're watching this live.
Hello, I'm Riku Tazumi, CEO of Enicara Inc. I'm making this video to speak directly to you, the fans of Nijisanji EN, and everyone who supports the VTuber industry.
Can I make a statement real quick?
Yeah.
I did not expect him to sound like that.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just didn't expect his voice to sound like that. That's all.
First of all, I deeply apologize for causing concern to many people. Please allow me this time to address your concerns.
Look at his eyes. You can see him reading.
Yeah.
Oh, was that an edit?
Yeah, that was an edit. Like they just literally fast forwarded. What is this?
No.
Like you can see that it's edited. Like you just paused it at the frame that it edited it.
You can see the fade.
Yeah.
no, dude, this is the worst thing you can do right now.
Stop.
First, let me apologize for a misunderstanding caused by the notice published on our investor relations page on February 7th. After announcing the termination of Seren's contract, we received questions from investors regarding the impact this would have on company performance. The notice was published to respond to investors. In the notice, we unfortunately used the expression negligible to describe performance impact. Our wording lacked consideration for the situation and caused Nijisanji EN fans and everyone who supports the VTuber industry to feel that Anycolor Inc. undervalued the impact of Seren's contract termination or Seren herself.
Okay,
This is
I'm
so.
gonna.
Oh, you're
and-
reading.
and-
Look at
hang
your
on,
eye.
hang on. Do you want to know what's funny about this? He said we used wording that made it seem like this was the case. He didn't say that we didn't mean it.
What did you say? Hold on. Okay, let me look here. Probably because he's stumbling on English words. Your Japanese to English localization sucked ass. In other words, that.
I don't even agree with that though, because he's not taking back the statement and
Yeah,
saying
he's not. I don't agree
it's-
either. In that manner.
this is legitimately a statement that I would expect someone to put out in a PR campaign to their investors. The investors don't care about the people behind the contract. They care about the profit that's going to be coming off of it. And I understand that. I think it's despicable, don't get me wrong, but as someone who works in a privately traded company, like my stock market isn't, my stocks that I have in my company are not open to the world. The company that I work for is privately owned and privately incorporated, which means I don't have to worry about people coming in and buying and selling left and right and changing all these things around. Yeah, when you say something like this to your investors, you mean it. You literally mean it. Hey, we don't foresee this having a financial impact on our bottom line. We are going to continue on.
Oh no.
That is, but you specifically went out of your way to say that the way that this would impact the stock for you would be negligible, and you were just wrong. Regardless of whether or not you meant it for Selen's well-being or Selen herself or the term or the contract or whatever might end up being the case inside of there, you were wrong. You were wrong to your investors. You were wrong to the public that read that statement, or that statement was leaked to. Actually, I should say, because I'm sure that wasn't a public statement that was supposed to be meant out to everybody. Like, oh my god, the YouTube comments on that video are actually turned. No, no.
Yeah, they are
There's
turned on.
no
I'm just.
way. No. Yeah, live action pot of greed looks sick.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
No. Oh my god, why? No, we're not gonna watch it from YouTube. We'll continue watching it from Twitter.
Yeah, don't give them a view. Emily.
I deeply regret this outcome and will be rethinking how our communication in English is done. Without a doubt, Seren was
Do you not have a good like translator?
No, they don't. I've been saying
What?
this. They don't. They expect the livers to translate everything that are in EN to do it for them. Again, I'm probably talking out of my ass, but this is what this whole situation is alluding to, based on the first statement that was given in Japanese into the translation that was given in English.
The 3-page document is what he's referring to. For Selen's termination.
Yeah, the termination document. I'm sorry. Yes.
You're okay. You're okay. I wanted to make sure it was confirmed.
No, they probably picked out whoever from the staff that went to a top tier university in JP and took a
right.
single English class. You know, you might be right.
I should just hit up my fucking sister-in-law and be like, I found a job for you.
Ugh, Jesus. God.
My sister-in-law has lived in America for what? Probably close to 20 years now, almost at this point. is from Okinawa and can easily do translations back and forth, this would be a perfect job for her.
It's so silly. They could find someone that could do a good translation. Most of these companies could, but they don't. They don't.
I mean, if their stock price keeps plummeting like this, they're not going
Well,
to be able to.
they're not going to be able to afford one now.
Let's continue. Sorry.
was
Yeah.
integral to the growth of Nijisanji EN. As a company, it is truly unfortunate that our relationship ended the way it did. We regret that the notice we published on February 7th was worded this way. We made it sound like our company does not value the hard work of our writers. I deeply apologize. Next, I will address the feedback to our announcement which led to the idea that Anycolor Inc. may not be providing a safe environment where the writers can maintain good mental health. We take full responsibility for this situation, where not only Anycolor Inc. but also our writers are receiving hurtful messages.
Of course they are.
I deeply apologize to our rivals and to everyone who supports them. Company actions have led to the distress of our rivals,
Wait,
and we
really?
are taking this situation very
What?
He just admitted it. I
do you
didn't
mean?
expect him to admit it.
What did he admit though? What do you mean?
He literally said company actions have led to
Oh,
the distress of livers.
thank you. I'm sorry. Now I understand.
Holy shit! I didn't expect him to own up to it.
They were owning
I
up
would have
to it.
expected him to just be like, "This is a matter for the lawyers, and we shouldn't be making a statement, but we are," and blah 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 blah. And like, no, he's actually saying, "Hey, we fucked up. We allowed this kind of situation to occur." He literally just said, like, he's just stated inside of there, the actions that we've taken have led to bullying being allowed within our company.
Listen, here's what I'm gonna say too about this. Like they this 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 statement took they first okay, the first termination, right? They publicly shamed that liver. Then they did it again with the second termination. But this was a bad idea. And they didn't take the situation seriously until the fourth time around? You've got to be kidding me. Like, this is like
Yeah.
nearly their fourth fucking statement on this whole ordeal. Not only that, they've been getting harassed nonstop, the company itself and their livers, since, like, I don't condone harassing, but they have been in this state since the termination because of how bad that this termination or their decision and their wording, everything just went. I feel like the managers were trying to keep it from him. If their communications are that slow and to be believed, that is.
I mean, you're not. That's actually very close.
That
to
is very.
thinking about like how bad the managers were communicating to the livers themselves. 36 hours for Solen's shit. Like that whole span took place over 36 hours of them reaching out to Solen to say, "Hey, problem. Hey, problem." They had a 24-hour gap inside of there before they actually reached out to her to say, "Hey, don't put this live yet." And within a couple hours, it was going live. Like, what?
They had a lot of time. The thing is too is in that fucking receipt that they showed, it basically just like proves that how slow the things move along in that company. Who wants to bet that that isn't the only video that Slut has given them? That is probably like the 20th or 30th video that they have probably given them. I don't know. I'm
Probably.
just talking out of my ass that maybe that's the only video that was given, but still.
No, actually, Hakawa, you bring up something very funny here. He's probably still on his yacht, which is why the any color banner is behind him. How much do you want to bet he's not wearing pants?
Bro.
Look at the angle. Look, there's no pants on there.
Yeah,
He's got swim trunks on.
there's no room for pants.
He's got swim trunks on. I guarantee.
Yeah,
He's about to
dude.
accelerate that suit off.
Guy is wearing the
My guy's wearing
Speedo.
Speedos. Boom. That dude is about to fucking strip off that jacket and fucking jump right off his yacht. I want one good wind to blow that shit out of the way so we can see the water behind him.
It took them this long to get the CEO to make a fucking statement, though. Like statements from like game
Yeah.
company dramas from them CEOs were faster than this shit. Come on.
10 days at a minimum.
Yeah.
Like February 2nd. What I'll take it on? We'll say 10 days.
God.
Technically, you can say 11 because it's technically the 13th in Japan already.
Yeah, I bet he just figured it out today. Like, what's happening with my company, guys?
Yeah, he probably woke up, looked at his stock market, like, what the fuck?
You know, it's like it reminds me of like those like there are like
On this
cartoons
job.
of people who are like they're like laying on their yacht, like chilling out, but they got a phone right next to them. They're just like they ring the phone. Wait, what? What's happening?
What do you
I have
mean
to get
I'm
on
broke?
camera? Fuck.
What do you mean I'm broke? I was actually talking about this earlier, and it's not exactly the same situation, but like I was talking about this earlier with Emma of like talking about how T-Pain, after he dropped his first album, signed to a record label, he went out and spent all of his fucking money and went to go buy another fucking like another car, another house or something, and he called up his accountant. He was like, "Dude, you're broke. You need to sell some of that shit back. You're done. There's nothing left."
Give me 1 second to play this real quick. What is this?
Oh no, what is this? Oh, the I want my money back scene. I know exactly what this is. Oh god. Alright, I'm gonna continue this.
I
This
want.
is
I
not good.
Hakawa said this. Like, what did he say? I want someone to edit this to be the any cutter investors.
seriously. Please understand that some rivals may choose to temporarily step back from social media.
Alira, Fox, Ike.
No,
The
it's a
management
majority of them.
team continues to communicate with rivals to provide any and all support in every way they can.
Within
We will
7 to 10
be
business days.
implementing several new
God.
internal systems to ensure that the rivals can resume streaming activities while maintaining their well-being. Also, by establishing things such as better reporting systems, we aim to create an environment where we can better identify and resolve issues more quickly. Next, I would like to address the concern that has been raised by fans who have been supporting the VTuber community regarding whether Anycolor Inc. has been supporting Nijisanji EN enough. Regarding YouTube content, we did not have official programs available until fall last year. Other than
Wait, what?
Wait, huh?
Regarding YouTube content, we do not have official programs available until fall of last year.
What's that mean? Can Hakawa, do you know what that means? Probably company backed events. The 3D lives and such. That's probably why that Niji Fest didn't go on. The EN Niji Fest, that is.
Yeah, but why does that matter?
I don't know why it matters. I don't think it matters at all. You know, honestly, this is like I said, this is a thing to their investors though, isn't it? And so
Well, this portion he's specifically stating this is for the fans.
oh.
So that's why I'm like, well, what does this matter? Why does
what?
it matter that the only
Probably looks like they're not supporting Ian as much as JP has a lot of events and collabs. Well, no shit. That much is obvious. Just look at the JP fucking Twitter.
Okay, then why does that matter though? It's still Any Color is Any Color. They have a contract with this company
Yeah.
in YouTube.
Not trying to attack you though, Hakawa. But
Yeah, no. I'm more speaking out loud than I am speaking to you specifically.
Yeah.
I apologize if it came out that way. But like that doesn't make any sense. Like if Nijisanji and or any color in general has a contract with YouTube to be able to do these events, and they've had it for so long for JP, then it should roll over to EN. There is no differentiation unless they're actually structured as two different companies.
You know, that's. I was gonna say something, but you're kind of right about that. Unless they're structured as two different companies, is a very interesting take on that.
The only situation that I could see. Mm,
Oh, I mean, he's currently addressing claims that they're not supporting Ian as much over JP.
I
But
get
they're
that.
not.
I understand that I understand that he's addressing that claim inside of there, but his claim is that the EN branch has only gotten access to these programs within fall or at fall of the fall of last year, but apparently JP's had it this whole time.
Here's what I'm gonna say though. That him saying this kind of proves the point.
Yo, seriously. And again, like, what does that matter? Like 3D lives and different stuff like that. Like, it. Why does that have to go through YouTube?
I'm
They're
not.
already streaming on YouTube already
I'm,
for all of these. Like, this makes no sense.
well, like I don't know the logistics between like how YouTube will draft up like a contract with Nijisanji, or if it's different because of Japanese company things, or I have no idea
Yeah,
at the
that's
same
not
time.
quite what I'm
But
getting at, though. Like, what I'm saying is them
sure,
having some sort of regarding YouTube content, we do not have access. We do not have official programs available until fall of last year.
let me see
Like,
here. I feel like they're
official
missing.
programs isn't going to stop them from doing a VR chat with 3D models.
I
They
feel
would
like
just have.
they're missing the main Ian producer slash director to organize official programs. They're just leaving it up to the libraries to run their own streams and collabs. I mean, yes, that is confirmed.
God, this is just fucking stupid. This is just so dumb.
A lot of quote
Like,
unquote managerial decisions is like ever since this came out, like a lot of that in question is just like a majority of it is like, oh yeah, I can get the okay from managers, and then that's like, where's the extra like in depth you're supposed to go in with that? You get the okay, but then you have to manage everything
yeah,
yourself.
if that happens to be the case inside of there, then who the fuck did the manager need to get permission from for the people in Selen's video or the copyright claim
Oh, I
that
see,
they stated
ma'ams.
earlier? Like, if this happens to be the case inside of there, and they're like, oh yeah, we need to get confirmation that it was okay, but the managers are the highest level of contact that really is being accessed inside of here. Who the fuck were they getting permission from?
But it, like I said, this just confirms a lot of things to me, and it also confirms that like I said, a lot of the libraries have to fend for themselves.
Yeah, no, like exactly what you said earlier. The fact that so many of these livers are fending for themselves and they can't get into collabs because they've formed cliques. And again, the greatest example of this one inside of there was Fox Mama. Like,
I'm surprised that
God, this is so dumb.
even when this whole thing was going on, there was actually a Hololive slash Niji slash uh yeah Hololive slash
Collaboration
Niji
going
collab
on.
that went on.
You gotta wonder how many of those collabs are literally pieced together by HoloLive, and it's just, yeah, Niji, bring your people. We'll take
Isn't
care
that
of everything
that was
else.
like confirmed too by Kiara in a
My
way?
God.
Like Kiara kind of said stuff that alluded to the other company having some sort of like pushback and push delays and stuff like that. And we already see like from the receipts from the earlier video how long it takes, even from tweets regarding to like payment and stuff like that from other people,
Seriously.
how long that management takes to resolve issues. Man,
yeah, no, like you see in the receipts that they posted earlier from the Selen video, it took them 25 hours to get back to Selen and say, "Hey, we might have a problem here." Like,
I feel like the only rule Holo has is don't share internal information with the outside. They can just take care of the rest. I mean, that did
yeah,
lead to
pretty
2
much.
terminations, so that's pretty
Well,
much.
and don't say Taiwan's a country, but
Yeah,
that's kind of like everywhere nowadays.
some managers probably budget a HN that just reviews content. LMA. God.
Bing Ling, not LMAO. Bing Ling.
No ice cream. I want some ice cream. That sounds good.
What? That was actually a good comment. Don't start with me. let's continue this. Sorry.
Sure.
The
Let's.
programs available until fall last year.
Okay.
Other than content for the 3D event in July and canceled Nijisanji EN
Okay,
Air
so they
Live
mentioned it.
colors in February last year. There has been a lack of 3D live content. However, in the meantime, we have spent the past year recruiting and working on strengthening the EN staff so we can better provide content for Nijisanji EN.
You mean the 3 people that you recruited that basically haven't done much within the company?
What's weird is like them saying this is just like, wait, what? Like, why? What? If this is true, then where's the better content?
Not even just the better content. Where's your other people that you're talking about hiring on? Like you had and like to take this. I'm sorry, Shiz. I'm going to throw you under the bus here for a second
Thank
on this
you.
one. I was the one who told you that there was a new branch being put into EN.
What do you mean? And Nijisanji?
The JRPG party.
JRPG party.
Yeah, the 3 people, the archer, the mage, and the
Oh
fucking warrior.
yeah, I forgot about
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I didn't even
exactly.
know because I stopped paying attention, and then you're like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Wait, what? They're having another fucking wave?"
And it happened to be 3 people.
Yeah,
3 in a fucking wave. Are
and when
you
I looked
kidding?
into that,
Why?
when I looked into that too, it was originally supposed to be 4 people in the wave. Remember? I did
Yeah.
say this.
And it's just one of those things of like, oh, we're strengthening people. That was their last round of hires.
They unknowingly hired espionage agents from Holo. Dude, there is
Wait, what?
there is literally a like someone that is leaking Nijisanji stuff all over the board every now and then.
It
Like
was
the
me.
Niji leaker has confirmed like every single graduation thus far, but they didn't really say that's like they didn't really say that Selen was gonna get terminated. They said she was gonna graduate.
So,
And
and again, you want to know why? You know what? That actually even just proves something for us inside of here. Selene stated she requested her graduation, but was not told anything. And then the next thing that she knows, she was being terminated.
yeah.
She learned about the termination on the same day that we did.
Yeah, actually that's also true because not only did she said this on her PL like DB did. So what she said was that she herself didn't even find out about it. She didn't even look until her friend posted the tweet towards her and told her that like, "Oh, hey, you got terminated." And then that's how she found out.
And in her own statement, she stated inside of there that she formally requested a graduation in January,
I
and
tried to
it was
find that
denied.
too.
And they didn't respond. It was denied. They didn't say anything to her.
Yeah, they didn't say anything to her, so they held her and then they terminated her. That's beyond fucked up. You hold her for a whole month
A
without
month.
income.
Yeah, hold her for an entire month, no income, no
You are
way to make
terminated.
income. Remove her image off of different pieces. We saw the event they did where they had the EN members inside of there, and her image was completely stripped away from that banner. Sure.
Thanks, Riker, for confirming that. Thanks for the 5 bits. I might have to ask you to edit this video, but I don't know. It might be raw.
I don't know.
Although there's like one point, there's like a pause that it could happen, and it would be really funny because you could like do the exclamation point because I opened up the show chat part, and then there was like the schlonged ice island iced tea still in the chat.
No. Just have that, and it like Riker just pauses on it and just says edited by Captain Riker.
Oh boy, this is turning into a 3-hour video.
I mean, there's just, I mean, in the middle of us talking about this, the fucking new content posted. Like, we can't.
Yeah, no, I can't
change
ignore
anything
this. I'm already deep into it. I want to keep going. Here, here, it's the...
Not negligible.
I'm already fist deep in things.
Oh, hi,
Oh
Breaker.
my god. Hey, Riker.
That
I'm gonna
Hawken that said
continue
Schlong
the
Island
video.
iced tea.
I'm gonna continue the video.
All right, no problem.
Since last year, we have also started multiple new projects that are still in progress. In addition to supporting rivals on activities, we hope this will help improve our Nijisanji EN content offerings. One of them is the game event stream that was scheduled to be held on the 11th. However, considering the situation after recent events, this event is being delayed so that we can properly direct our full attention to reviewing and ensuring the quality of our rivals' well-being.
No, that is not the reason. It's because you knew as soon as you opened up that event, you were going to get flooded with fucking statements. You were going to get flooded with people asking questions and demanding statements inside of there.
Yeah,
I
they were gonna
commend you.
flame though.
I commend you for delaying it. You did the smart move by delaying it. I'm not going to disagree with that. Business wise, and for the sanity of everyone who is going to be involved in that, you made the right call by delaying the stream. 100%. That being said, don't try and say, oh, it's so we can better the quality for our livers and blah, 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 blah. Go back to your yacht and shut the fuck up.
Yes.
You have already shown inside of here, and I'm sorry, I'm going to be an asshole right now when it comes to this, but you have already shown on multiple occasions that you do not give one fuck about your fucking clients. You do not care about your fucking livers in the slightest. From the wordings that you've used, from the harassment that you've condoned, from the fact that you owned up to the fact that your company has basically had a breeding ground for clicks and bullying throughout the entire fucking system. The fact that your management is so goddamn slow that they couldn't respond to someone about being able to get something out there. That, mind you, and I'll break a little bit more of the fourth wall inside of here, Doki Bird tweeted out at the same time that video got privated, and the reason why she wanted people to share it around and play it anyway is because she spent 15,000 fucking dollars of her own money to have that video made.
This is
That's
because
one
the
of the
management
biggest
was
things
too
inside of here.
slow.
And when I said I'm going to break the fourth wall a little bit, multiple people have stated this inside of here. 99% of everything that happens inside of Nijisanji for its livers is paid for by the liver. Nijisanji doesn't pay for shit for their people. Every costume change, every outfit piece, all the PR that they end up putting out there, the content that they want to put out there, maybe besides some editing. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but everything that is inside of there, even the fucking merch sales, 2%? Thanks, Mista. I appreciate you giving me a heads up on that
Yeah,
one.
thanks for that one, dude.
Sorry, Kuro, whatever the hell you want to be called nowadays. Thanks for the heads up on that one. 2% of merch sales go to the actual fucking content creator. 98% to the fucking company.
I'm surprised that one was fucking blown under. Like the company ignored that drama completely. Just like, oh yeah, he said that.
2 fucking percent. That's disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. Now, granted, merch sales probably aren't your biggest generator by any means, but they're still pretty fucking big when people were paying 70 to 80 fucking dollars plus shipping from JP and or wherever the fuck else it's being made to America to have those fucking purchases. For 2% commission on the character that they're playing, Fuck you.
Yes.
As a company, we intend to do everything in our ability to support Nijisanji Ian and meet the fans' expectations.
You've already failed.
Finally,
Congratulations.
I apologize for not just recent events, but also pre-existing areas that needed our attention. Our rivals are irreplaceable.
Wow, that's the fucking statement of the century. They're irreplaceable, huh?
You are replaceable.
2%?
That is so. This is like a high. This is so bad. Like, this company just has a huge turnover rate of their livers. Like, there are so many graduated livers in Nijisanji. It's unreal.
Yeah, I mean, Nijisanji guarantees you have a place in or a place in fucking V Shoujo.
Yeah, it does. That's the whole that's the whole joke, right? Like, the hardest company to get into is V Shoujo because you need to have been in a pre-existing company
Or be a founder.
or part of the N club. I shouldn't be saying that. But
It's like this statement right here, the ending of the statement, the leading up to everything inside of here is great, except for this part. This part just made you look like a fucking idiot.
they found the guy
Our
that actually
livers
knows
are
English.
irreplaceable. Irrefucking-placeable. That's why you called the impact that Selene was going to have on your company negligible when you terminated her falsely and lied about it in multiple situations and had terrible translations to confirm and that basically allowed you to confirm that everything was lies. That's
Yeah,
why 2% of merch sales go to your fucking livers when you could be providing them with, I don't know, 30% and still come out
you could
well over
find.
on top.
You could provide them with an actual contract that doesn't like fist them in the butthole. You know, like, come on.
You could, oh hey, you know what you could actually do? You could help them when they say they want to fucking get a new outfit for their model, and they've been a liver for you for over 2 years. Instead of telling them it's going to be out of their pocket, when they decide they want to do a Christmas event and actually be able to put on something that they've been working on for over a year and a half at that point, and did most of the legwork for your company in reaching out to these people to get the fucking copyright claims and make sure that everything's going to go completely smooth. But you decided to private it and didn't allow it to get put out there for Christmas when it was supposed to be put out there, and cost that person almost $15,000.
You know, there's
Because
actually
if anyone
documentation.
doesn't know this, in
Okay.
YouTube, if your video gets privated and it goes back to public, monetization isn't there anymore. Once a video has been made private, it's no longer available for monetization if you make it public again.
What I'm gonna say though is like an extra thing in here too is that this isn't the first time that Selena has like actively gone out of her way to receive permissions to do things. She has stated this many times on many different occasions in her streams. That I remember like one time I watched a stream of hers where she was playing a game that she had to reach out extensively to the people uh that have made the game to be able to play it on stream. And the thing is that she said like, yeah, I want to play your game really badly. And she emailed them. She went through the proper channels first, right? Emails usually. And the thing is like it took her to get to play a certain game of her interacting with the said person on Twitter like, "Hey, I want to play your game. Can you please respond to your fucking emails about it?" So this is just even more like
It's just
fire,
proven that she did the legwork for them.
even more fire that
Because
just keeps
think
going.
about it this way: if a member in Whole Alive, or a member in V Shoujo, or a member in Phase Connect, or something like that, had something come up like that, and they reached out, they would reach out to their manager or their representative, that person that helps them with this kind of stuff, and would ask them, "Hey, can you get me permission to be able to play this game? Can you get me permission to be able to do a cover of this song? I really like this. Can we?" And I'm gonna make a hyperbolic example, but let's say, um, Whole Alive, I don't know, Gura wanted to do a cover of something by Eve, for instance. She would reach out to her rep. They would say, "Hey, do you want to do this?" She would confirm. They would take it to one of the reps for that person and say, "Hey, can we get permission to be able to do this?" And Niji, they're reaching out to the people directly. They're not going to the managers to do this because they know the managers aren't going to be able to do anything for them.
You mean the livers, right?
Yeah, the livers are doing the legwork for the managers. They're reaching out to these people to get confirmation for this shit. So, and you just said it yourself. Selene has gone on record stating that she had to reach out to these people through email, through Twitter, through all these different means for them to be able to respond to her and give her the okay to do it. In another company, they would have just reached out to their manager and been like, "Hey, can you get me permission to be able to play this? Yay or nay?" That's why you're appointed a manager.
Yes.
If not, what the fuck are they there for? To
Yeah.
respond 25 hours later to a fucking video being posted and say, "I don't know." Motherfucker, it's scheduled to go live in an hour. I'm already asleep. I can't control if it fucking goes or not. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
Let's hear the rest of it.
Yeah.
Each and every one of them. Beyond being business partners, they are the most important individuals that we must protect as a company. To everyone who has and continues to support the rivals, I am very sorry that situations were allowed to arise where our dedication to their well-being was not clear. I feel that this should never be the case. Once more, personally and on behalf of our company, I apologize to you all for causing concern. As Enicara Inc., we will do everything we can to ensure that we create and maintain an environment where the rivals can succeed in their creative endeavors.
But they'll still have to pay for it themselves.
Yeah. Which is already proven fact that they're paying for their own shit. Disgusting.
I wouldn't go as far as to say it sounds like he's scolding his staff. It sounds like he's trying to damn, I kind of don't care.
Man, yeah.
Let me refresh this. I want to see if
Yeah, that is very funny. I like that one.
oh, Jesus Christ.
Activate the Metal Gear.
Yeah. I love laughing at all this chaos, but I'll never understand why y'all decide to make this middle school Facebook breakup instead of keeping it where it should be, privately and with legal terms and adults. 100%. Yeah, no, this is exactly the South Park fucking rubbing his nipples. Sorry. Like, our stock price is going too low. Can you forgive us?
Sorry.
Thank
We
you.
just accidentally released Cthulhu. Sorry.
The effects this video will have on your reputation will be negligible.
This is just like this video, like all of these statements, just like is proving a really weird point. I don't even know if I would say it's weird. It's just like proving the worst of the points that I've made that Nijisanji barely has. Like I don't like what is the thought process for releasing these things and then making them public and then I don't know what are you trying to stroke here?
Yes. Sorry, investors, for a little oopsie whoopsie wording on document directed towards you. Tee hee. But we have stuff cooking. We we are going to make more 3D content. Please send money.
Honestly, I doubt that. I wonder how much like the sales have tanked.
I would have to do some very hard digging to try and find that, and I don't even know if I would be able to be honest.
Live on X
I
bitching
I
about selling
I
Doki.
cannot get over the fact that he said our livers are irreplaceable, but you fucking made fun of 3 of them in their termination statements. What kind of fucking stupid are you?
Wait, 3 of them? Which is the third
That's what
one?
you were saying. You said three of their livers when they got terminated. It wasn't until the 4th one that they learned.
Oh no, I was talking about 2, and then after that,
2,
2 of
sorry.
them got terminated, and they literally publicly shamed them in both of their documents. And then like it took after the like what I was saying is after the Salem termination, it took them 4 more messages to have the CEO come out with a quote unquote addressing your concerns video. Like, hello, come on, please.
He did the bow of shame. It's
It's
Jover.
Jover. He kind of has plausible deniability because we won't actually know if he was pulling the strings or staff was trying to put out fires. Gee, I wonder. Like, there's some like right now there's quite a bit of people talking about this. Like, I'm not the only
I
person.
think this man is so dejected from his own company that he didn't know this was actually happening until he was forced to make a statement.
Like I said, he was like Hakama said, he was on his yacht, man.
Yeah.
He was trying to take a break, bro. Like, give the man busy making money off of the backs of his livers.
Little baby man.
I feel like several staff are about to get fucking fired. I hope they do.
I really hope they learned from this and reformed their company, but who fucking knows? It took Hololive quite a bit to do that too, though.
Oh, okay, no. You know what this just did? This was the fucking worst statement they could have possibly ever made right now. Literally everything he just stated completely contradicts everything that Alira, Vox, and Ike just said.
Yeah, no, you're. I thought I was the only one that noticed that, but that's funny that you say that now.
Oh my god!
I
He
don't know.
literally he owned up to the fact that there was fucking bullying in the workplace, and then 2 hours earlier had fucking Vox come out there and say, "Well, I don't feel like I was bullying."
Slimy.
You're a fucking idiot,
dude. That was slimy.
You're a fucking idiot.
He was so slimy.
God.
Goodness gracious. What is
my
going through his head
God.
right now? Look at what is going through his head right now. This is such a good freaking post. Look at this one. That's such a mugshot, bro.
Oh my god.
250
Since
comments on.
since the videos come out, they've
Oh.
dropped another 20 points.
Dude, oh no. Can you go to Alira's Twitter?
Oh no. How do you
No,
spell her
it's
name?
Elira. Pandora, yeah. Oh no, it got fucking community noted, bro.
No! Hang on, let's read it. In this video, Nijisanji talent referred to a document that was made by Doki Bird, former Selen. They misspelled Selen. Natsuki, and her lawyers that were given to Nijisanji's legal team. This document was not to be made public, nor shown to the talent, as stated by Doki Bird in her own response. Oof.
Wow.
7.2 million views.
Oh my god, that has 7.2 million views?
7.2 million views on Twitter.
Oh my goodness.
The statement from
Here's an interesting thing too. That I'm gonna say. That Nijisanji video that is reposted right now, that's being reposted on all the livers, like Twitters. How much do you want to bet that isn't the livers themselves doing that?
Oh, it's absolutely not. No, it's absolutely not. None of these 3 things right here. This was not posted by Alira. I guarantee this was not.
Yeah, look at that
by
wording
Alira.
though. I don't think so either. I just don't know. Like, come on, man. Like, I think Alira just like most of those livers. I think they should have just stayed quiet. And I honestly, I feel like Alira was just like brought into this because she's the most like face figure of EN, which sucks. It really sucks for her. I feel bad for Alira because I don't think she wanted to be a part of it at all. I think, in my opinion, I think she just wanted to try and let it blow over.
You think she was voluntold?
What do you mean?
Instead of volunteered, she was voluntold to do it and
Voluntold?
forced to
Yeah,
do it.
I think so. The Riku Tazumi held a gun to her head.
Oh god, even Ray Call. Even Ray Call.
Yeah, and I saw that. Dude, the problem,
Oh, man.
no, this already just like this keeps just cementing and ruining any chance for the West to get into involvement with Nijisanji at all. Like they don't want to probably now because of how much controversy. Like not until like maybe 6 months later, half a year later, blows over. But holy crap!
The,
Like
the fact that the first thing you talk about is stocks is wild.
yeah, I saw that one. This is like crazy. Like oh my goodness.
Actually, you know what?
Is there anything else
Any
that came out?
colors? I don't think so far.
Nope, nothing new.
Oh my god, they dipped under 3.2.
Oh no way! What are
They're
they at?
31.95.
Oh
They're
oh
going further down since the statement.
oh no, dude!
Oh
Guys,
my god,
stop!
they've
My we we're sorry. Please don't sell off.
Sorry.
Oh, that's true. Let's go. Jeez, they did really go below. That is that is so sad, dude. Wubba dub dub, is that true?
Whoa, you got a nice yacht.
Whoa!
Pose to the investor.
I gotta see this thread. What is going through his head right now?
Oh my god.
How long do you think until they private or delete the video?
How long do you think before I'm blocked by Nijisanji World?
I don't know, they'll block you.
After that one, I kind of would myself. Oh my fucking god. This is such a shit show.
The private VTuber blacklist?
Yeah, pretty much. I still can't get over that. Our livers are irreplaceable. That statement is just so fucked.
Nothing
That
personnel,
statement
Riku.
is God, man.
Here's this one. This one's a good one.
Like for him to just come out and state, "Oh, our livers are irreplaceable and they're the foundation of our company," and blah 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 blah.
Did
Does
JP get better
get
splits?
splits?
No.
Probably. Really, they don't. I'd say they probably.
I would
did.
say they don't. Honestly, that's what I'm gonna say about that. I don't think they do.
To the Google.
And it's possible that they might be able to negotiate better, but no one has said anything better or worse. I think there might be a few clips out there talking about it, I think.
Oh,
I don't
hang on. I've just found information
I don't know.
from 10 months ago.
They're irreplaceable till we replace them. Thank you.
So there have been 3 previous threads that had been made private or previously. A couple from 2 years ago. Let's see here. So voice packs are 50-50 between the VTuber and any color. They forgot about yell/boost. I don't know who this person is, but Higuchi Kaede seems to imply that
Yeah, that's one of their
that all
topper
of the
earners.
extra money from yell/boosts goes towards the VTuber. Not sure if that's broken down any further. Someone else writes the scripts, like percentages, but it seems like it's 50-50. Kaede also talks about music-related stuff in the same video. Depending on the contract, they might get money from CD slash digital downloads sold. Tomoe has said that merchandise is different and depends on other factors. So that was from 2 years ago. YouTube takes about 20 to 30%, and then Nijisanji gets a part from it as well. They have not confirmed any information. Jesus Christ. They have not confirmed any information. Others already mentioned that Streamlabs is also another way for YouTube to avoid getting their cut. Luca also mentioned that Streamlabs is better than the YouTube cut.
Earlier JP talents that are doing fairly well probably have much better contracts. At least those that interact in person with staff. Yeah, go figure.
There was an official statement that was provided out in Japanese on May 24th, 2020, that confirmed that 30% of super chats go to the livers. 50% goes to Any Color and 20% goes to YouTube themselves.
God.
In terms of actually supporting a liver in some way, shape, or form, voice packs are the only ways that they get 50-50 split, or Streamlabs itself is the best way to support the liver in and of itself. And then from 3 years ago, Gondo Mieri talked
Yeah,
about people
that's
being
the
worried about.
that's the graduated VTuber that escaped being terminated because of the baseball statement.
Talked about people being worried about Tataribe Tsumugu. I do not know who that is.
I have no idea.
Apparently they had no base / fixed salary in any way, shape, or form. Wow.
Isn't that bad?
That's terrible. That means you're not guaranteed any income at all at any point in time that you are not streaming.
What's
The
funny is
only money
like
you are making is off of merch, super chats, etc. At
Hololive
that point,
actually
you might as
has
well just be an indie.
the Hololive actually has like something.
They do have base salaries, yes.
Yeah, base salary.
That has been confirmed that they
I
do
think
have
that's
base salaries.
that was like even brought up way back when too. Is like, yeah, isn't this like, I don't know, man.
Funny enough,
People
10 months
defend
ago,
this.
actually, in this piece I saw inside of here 10 months ago, and an edit that was made to it, I've heard Cover is recently doing some kind of salary thing with their talents, which is maybe why people think Any Color is also doing it. As it stands currently, there is no information provided that shows Any Color has provided any kind of salary or fixed income to its livers. While having been linked to previous threads, I'll specifically point out that Gundo Mieri, stating in July of 2020 that livers do not have any kind of fixed salary. It is
Thanks,
essentially
Gundo.
commission work only. The key word she used here is this word in Japanese, and I do not know what it is. This gets brought up in February 2023 when Ryushen talks about expenses. And he actually links to the page where he talks about the expenses itself. I believe the general thing was because Ishigami Nozumi didn't have a PC that was good enough for streaming liver activities and had to wait a bit before she could get one. As it made people wonder why the company doesn't just give them things. There's some interesting comments in this particular clip. There are mentions of labor laws, like if you're a proper employee for a company and you should be streaming for however hours, etc., etc.
What's weird to me is like, are they making the livers pay in order to stream inside their office? Because they have
Probably,
the
yeah.
ability to stream in their office, though. Like,
Probably, yeah. They're probably making them like paying them rent or
Like what?
or charging them rent or something for it.
wasn't Fumio really potato at start? Yeah, she was, because she was. I remember distinctly she was streaming while riding a bicycle with her laptop, and she fucking had to ditch the bicycle with the laptop in order to run away from the cops.
Nina Kosaka has strongly implied that talents get more from voice pack sales than any other sales. So at that point, a similar side on the EN side as well. Miyamoto has shared before that 70% of his income comes from sponsorships. I'm not sure how serious Lewis meant this, but Lewis has said before that monthly income surpasses 2 million yen. She's involved in a bunch of official programs like Mahjong and the units that she sells there, so she might be an outlier for the sub count.
Mm.
The comments seem to take it pretty seriously, but I don't know. There are also a lot of people in the comments mentioning that Miyamoto's annual income goes into the 10 millions just from sponsorships alone, but I can't find a clip or on YouTube or any kind of search algorithm to convey that.
He's one of the more popular male Nijisanji members, so it seems plausible to me.
Yeah, so basically what this is confirmed inside of here, there's been multiple clips and threads that have been made about this previously, talking from other livers in particular, that has confirmed a couple big things. Number one, it seems like they get a decent amount from sponsorships if they end up taking a sponsorship through content creation means. So whether it be like Raid Shadow Legends, etc., they're getting a decent chunk of money out of there.
You know what I'm gonna say?
They do have access to private sponsorships as well, from the looks of it, as if they have, say, for instance, and I'll use an example on this one. Say they were to get an instance of sponsorship or something along those lines with Mahjong Soul. That seems like it is also a thing inside of there, as well as it seems like two different content creators have had that happen to them as well.
Yeah, I think one of them's no longer with the company though. Anyway.
Yeah.
Um.
No work equipment is purchased for the liver in any way, shape, or form, and they are expected to be able to have it themselves.
That's kind
Which
of a
is
thing
sad.
that happens in Hololive too, though.
Yeah, but I'm sure Hololive will still help them.
Maybe they will now, but before that wasn't the
Look at Bay.
case.
Look at Bay. We talked about this the other day. Bay didn't have a place to live, so they basically were like, "Hey, you can rent one of the rooms inside of our studio and like do things here."
Well, that's what I'm trying to say is like, yeah, maybe now, but not before.
Yeah.
But this thing still stands. Is like Nijisanji's not doing it now.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, about the sponsorship things. You know, Niji In's doing that too. They've been doing that every now and then. I've been wondering about that though. It was like funny to me because I saw a certain liver that I like doing sponsorship streams. It's like out of the norm, you know? Like I get why you would do sponsorship streams, especially coming from like a person that I know that is doing sponsorship streams. We all know her. She's grinding her ass out. And but yeah, like I can that's like I guess she's trying to make just as much of a paycheck as she is every other person too, you know?
Yeah,
As in
100%.
the Niji Liver that's doing the sponsorship stream. It may not be a game that she wants to play either.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that take those fucking mobile game sponsorships and shit like that absolutely fucking hate them, but they have no other choice. It's the only way that they're going to be able to get anything off of what they do in stream. And for a lot of people, it doesn't end up working for them in any way. It ends up becoming just a fucking misnomer. That's like, yeah, I tried, and it didn't end up making enough money to do anything inside of there. I'll be right back a couple minutes. I'm gonna go say goodnight to Emma, as she already went to bed. So
All right.
I'll be right back.
What a mess, guys. What a mess. Anyone stay here? It's time for break. I'm gonna go use the restroom. Take a few minutes to
Earth
stand
way
up and walk
degrees.
around. Riker probably doesn't need to stand up and walk around because he's been like that the whole day.
Pretty much.
Okay, sorry about that. Emma's officially gone to bed, so no more being loud.
She just wanted to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Doesn't he just
So
have to
he's-
turn around then?
I said the same thing. It was like just turned 180 degrees and she just didn't hear me, so he didn't acknowledge it. Now I'm sad.
Oh God. Fucking ridiculous shit.
Stream has ended. Cricket noise. Hello.
You, welcome back.
Thanks.
I didn't hear the toilet this time.
Shut up. Is there anything else we talk about with this?
Emma's
Any
gone
cl-
to bed, so I can't be loud anymore. So no, not really on my end. This is everything I had. This was a fucking shit show
closing
for the
statements?
past 4 hours.
Here we go. This is disgusting. I can't believe like they could say the things that they said and still believe that it was in the right. I'm like, I don't know. Like, come on. You think you're right in letting someone go this far? Like, no. Come on. Break. That's my last thing I'm gonna say about this. This is just like a joke. I don't understand why they had to be clowns and make clown statement after clown statement and then try to blame it on localization. No thanks. That's it. Petros.
Um, Shit show. Seriously, like absolute fucking shit show. You've thrown your livers under the bus. You've stated they're irreplaceable and then completely invalidated every statement that they just made according to you guys on their own accord and according to them on their own accord and said, "We're wrong." You literally just made everyone in your company look fucking stupid. You've done nothing to help your shares. You've done nothing to help your talent. You've actively gone out of your way to embarrass yourself more than you absolutely had to. And Vox, I'm going to say it again for the I don't know how many time. Fuck you. You're a despicable human being.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Riker, for this brief moment of nasty. Uh-oh, stinky. That just
It's all
happened.
good. I ate food and I took a small nap.
3185, by the way.
3185, you heard it here, guys. Thanks for
Hazard level
watching.
B, by the way.
I will be uploading this on my YouTube.
No, seriously. Negligible hazard level B, by the way.
Hazard level B. I should do that. That should be the title.
They opened at 3340. They're down to 3185. My
They're
God.
hemorrhaging.
In a 5-day, they're down 16%.
It's a wound they are trying to close, but it just won't close.
No, you got no clot.
Yep.
Bitch, you
big
got no
fish.
iron.
Burn it.
Probably
Anyways.
have a butthole anyways because this guy probably feeds off of radiation.
That is two VTuber enthusiasts' take on this situation. At the end of the day, this is both of our opinions, and that is what it will be, no matter what. Except for like the Vox statement, I guess, because fuck you, Vox. How dare you be
Yeah, no,
so
that one's
disgusting?
just fact. You're a fucking scumbag of a human being.
Yeah. Sorry, this is like that's the only thing I'm not gonna let go. That's absolutely disgusting. Come on, give me a break. Word yourself better next time, dude. Just think. Anyways, I'm done. I'm done thinking. I can't believe this. I've wasted 4 hours of my life not playing World of Warcraft to talk about VTubers.
We could have been fucking streaming fucking multiplayer. What the fuck is it called right now?
Left 4 Dead?
No, the other one. Project Zomboid.
Oh yeah, true. We could have been playing Project Zomboid by now.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm down to do Left 4 Dead again tomorrow though.
I can't believe my net. This is funny though. My stream to come, like my comeback stream, just happens to be like, oh yeah, let me just talk about this drama because I want to.
Seriously.
Thanks for giving me the push to do that.
No worries. It was one of those things that we watched that video. It was just like, and I like we had some choice fucking words, and it was like we should be recording this.
Yeah. No.
Like-
Yeah. Though you were the most vocal at this, but I still had some of the things that I had to say. Like this.
No,
is-
absolutely. And I apologize. I have a bad tendency to like talk over people, so I apologize for that. But yeah, you absolutely had a lot of statements inside of there.
Plus some knowledge that you might not know. I know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. You have the ability to fact check me. Vox has lost 10,000 subscribers.
Are we gonna go through like everyone's subscriber counts and all that now?
I've got it pulled up right here. I'll send it to you. This was posted an hour ago.
Let's have a look. See here.
I now have PTSD with you saying that shit.
Yeah, I just thought of that too, bro. Let's have a little look. See here.
I just wanted to play the new Call of Duty.
I just wanted to play the new Call of Duty.